Are you a brewhead? I'm a brewhead. Are you a brewhead? I'm a brewhead. Y'all are brewheads? Yeah, we brewheads. So pour a glass of craft beer, we can do this. Yeah.
What's good, y'all? This is C Certified Brewhead.
And I am Nathan from Nathan Does Beer.
And welcome to episode 229 of Beer and Other Shit Podcast Adjunct Series. Nathaniel, this is your first interview pod back, of 2026. Welcome. Lovely to get you back in the chair. And
thank you. It's good. It's good to be back, and I'm excited for this one.
Bit of
this
a tag team.
One we haven't had in a couple of years, and this is also coming straight off the heels of our top tens. So this feels like a good place to jump in.
It's kind of perfect, really, and I think we unintentionally planned it that way. So this is a brewery that's made absolutely higher up there, very high up there on our Quebec top 10 list. One of our favorite breweries in Canada. Between you and I, they're just been absolutely dominating, making a name for themselves across not only Quebec, Ontario, but south of the border and into Europe as well, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to talk about all of that. I think we just get right the fuck into it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get that there. Please welcome. Oh, let me fix my shit across right there. Guillaume of Le Ketch in the building. There he is. This one.
Yay!
Hello, guys.
Hello, sir. Great to see you, man. Thank you for hanging out, bro. Lovely to have you. Great to see your face after a couple of years. Dude, you've been dominating, eh? You've been just out here killing it. It's beautiful to watch. We're loving it.
Traveling all over the place.
Yes. Trying to have fun with other brewers.
You are sure doing that, and they seem to also have a lot of fun. Man, we're going to get into all of that. Now, you have curated a super fun lineup tonight, and we are starting off with something that I feel like is underrated from your offerings, and that is one of your lagers here. We're kicking off with the Easy New Zealand lager. Glorious, I think it's 4.5% with all Motueka. Motueka. As you say.
And yes, it's a really nice product. The name is just perfect for the beer. It's kind of a beer that we made for having more than one in the evening, in the night.
I love it. This, in and of itself, this specific one, I know you've been doing lagers for a while. I feel like I've had a bunch from you. This is a specifically the first time you've done Easy?
Yes.
Yep.
We tried a few times before with some hoppy lagers. It was called X-Ray. But at that moment, we dry up the beer. So I think we put too much hops in. And it was a little bit harsh. But this one we use only hops on the hot side. So we put hops in the boil, almost quicker. Yeah, hops in the boil and kind of a big whirlpool, but no dry up.
Interesting. I would not have picked that from how punchy the hops are in this.
Yeah, we got all the flavor that we want from the hops in a lager. It's not meant to be for hopped. It's just a beer that everyone can love, even if they are not into craft beer. Maybe it can be the first beer someone have from the brewery, or for the first beer from a craft brewery for someone new. And I think it's easy to drink. It's perfect for it's perfect for everyone who loves just a blonde lager.
Brother, great to see you, man. Get that in you. Cheers, bro. Yeah, I would not have picked this isn't dry hopped. It's super. The malt body at 4.5. It's still really punchy, really balanced, nice sweetness. The Motueka is like a nice sort of like, it's in there. It's more on the nose, which makes sense now that you're saying that it's whirlpool. You get the bit of the lime, that beautiful lime in there. A little grassy, a little bit bitter. Man, this is super balanced and fantastic. Is this
look at that clarity too.
Yeah, clarity's crazy.
Big time.
I can see the logo right the way through. That could probably read a little book in there. Gorgeous. So you've done lagers. How often would you say you do lagers these days?
Can you repeat? I just lost a little bit.
You're right. How often do you do lagers?
Okay,
taste.
so we just buy we bought two new fermenter from 20 BBL, and we try to use them for lagers only.
Okay.
During the summer, it's not possible for us to do a lager. We will do lagers just before the summer, and jam pack the fridge with kegs and cans of lager for the summer because it's longer to make, as you know. Um, so during the winter, we're doing lager maybe once in on 2 months. Uh, just the time we have to sell all the beer because it's a big amount of cans.
Okay.
And during the winter, you know that the restaurant don't welcome a lot of clients. It's like more soft on the attendance.
Gotcha. That makes sense. I mean, I hear that a lot from different breweries where they, just not possible to crank out as much during those summer months. So it's good that you're able to do it during the winter. Do people get it? Obviously you're known for New England IPAs. Do people get pretty excited about your lagers too, and your other styles in general? Because we also have another different style tonight that we're doing. Do people like it? Because obviously they're going to come to you and they're losing their mind over the haze, but are they still pretty excited about the lager? Because when we tried this the first time, I was pretty amped for this. I just know that your lagers are fantastic and very underrated, even though you're known for the haze. So yeah, what's the vibes there?
We're trying a lot of lager style, but I think those lager every once in a while we try a new lager. So I will say each time you have a lager from the catch, it's the first time we brew that kind. So in the past month we kind of a lager. We did an alt beer. We did also kind of lager Kolsch. We did the last lager we did before the summer was a Mexican lager called Papa. And we will probably rebrew it soon, but we have some plans for the spring and summer for new beer, new lager, new style that we never brewed.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we can talk about this also in the podcast about what's the new SKU that are going to be released in the next month.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Trying some style we didn't made yet, so it will be real fun.
Okay, hell yeah, man, that's awesome. I mean, we can talk about that now, or we could also talk about the tap room change. Maybe we should talk about the tap room changes because that's something that you posted recently, and then
Yeah.
maybe some people got a little bit confused because at a time when a lot of breweries are closing, and there's a
We,
lot of scary shit, they saw your post.
People
and
get a
maybe
bit twitchy, get nervous when we start seeing certain words in the in the headlines.
even if it
the
says
word
temporary.
closed. Yeah. It's because we were all the owner were I was talking about this since 2 years, and they were talking about this too, but we didn't make it since this year to close for probably all the winter or just a month or just 3 months. But now with the actual economic uh, time
Conditions.
we
Yeah.
condition right now, we think it was a good idea to just close for 4 weeks, so we get time for us to just revamp the the tap room, do some works on like painting and things like that. Just do some home staging in the brewery. But while the restaurant is closed, the brewery is still working. So we're still brewing beer every week. It's just the restaurant that is closed for 4 weeks, and we will reopen just before Valentine's Day. So
Nice.
it's just a little pause. But some people just read the big character and not the small character, so they think we are closing. We got calls and emails. Oh, why
Oh
are we
no.
closing? Yeah, so yes, it's just a little pause, like for yeah, give a break to kitchen people and just take some times to have a little holiday for the staff. It will all be back after that.
I love that. I would actually, since you mentioned when you were coming back, I checked. This episode's coming out on Wednesday, February 11th, so right before Valentine's Day. So is that the
So
day you
yeah,
reopen?
we're open today.
Oh, look at that! Today, come in today. Today, February 11th.
It's the day. It's the day that we open. Yeah, so we're open.
Okay, we're open. Beautiful. So that's
Amazing.
perfect. Now, in the meantime, even though I guess in hindsight it doesn't matter, I'm just curious. Can people? How do they get your beer in the meantime? And can they drink on premise, or they can just come in to get cans, or they can't come in at all?
Oh, okay. So here in the region, like in the area, they can go to the store. There's a lot of stores selling our beer, like
Oh, okay.
grocery store and just convenience store. They have the catch. They can come at the factory, but it's kind of not announced. They don't know that they can come and have beer and buy some cans there. But it's always possible to just knock on the door and say, "Hey, I would like to have some cans." So everything is possible. But yeah, it's the way to have the beer. There's some restaurant in Rimouski that they have our beer, but not that much. But yeah, the grocery store is the best way.
The best way. Okay, so no one can drink a pint on premise right now. So it's not just food. It's you can't. Okay, cool. So
No. The whole building is just closed
Gotcha. Understood.
for works.
For all the works. Okay, well, look, that's much needed, and this is probably the best time of year because I don't know about you, but Nate's in Ottawa, you're out there in Saint Flavie, and out here in Hamilton, it's about to be -30 over the weekend. Snow. It's just miserable. So it's I don't think many people will be venturing out as much, and they'd be pretty happy to go to the grocery store and get there to catch in the meantime until you're back in action.
And that must be like especially so for for a destination kind of spot in in Eastern Quebec.
Yeah.
But Saint Flavie is like a small village. It's kind of 900 people. So, and you got the other city just beside Saint Flavie, Montjoly. There's I think probably I don't know 8,000 people, and Rimouski got a bigger population. So yes, we are far during the winter for having beer and party. There's no taxi that can you bring back in Rimouski. There's no bus, so you have to have someone who drives and don't drink, or just you pass and you stay home. But yeah, winter here is really intense.
It sounds like it, yeah. Especially out there. I didn't realize Saint Flavie was so small. I guess it's a beach town then.
It's a village.
A village. Okay. Cute.
Yeah, there's. I think there's no in the limits of Saint Flavie. There's no convenience store. There's no gas station on the limit inside the Saint Flavie. You can go just 100 meter. And you get a gas station, but yeah, in Saint Flavie direct, it's only Le Ketch, some art gallery, and an hotel.
Damn. Well, at least there's a hotel people can stay at.
So 2 hotels, yeah.
Even better. Okay. Damn, that's fucking crazy. So then we have the revamping of the tap room and kitchen and everything, and the patio is getting some work done as well, which is the beachfront patio that I've seen so many pictures of, and Nate's told me all about it. What's happening there?
Yeah. So I don't know if I will explain well. We had to just ramp up the soil to protect from the waves. So it's all the village. So all the beachfront on the village is, I think it's 2 kilometers. We have to put like 5 feet of sand and rock to just ramp up the soil and protect the building from the waves. So after that, our actual patio was on the floor. So now with that soil in our face, there was no view. So we had to ramp up all the terrace, all the place that where the picnic table were, to the height of the beach. So now we are on the same level of the new land. So we build a big patio. I think outside we can have like 200 people if we yeah, it's really big and it's really nice. We put new picnic table on the beach. There's kind of a boardwalk, natural boardwalk, so people are walking on the 2 kilometers. It's really, you know what? After that, I can say it's better than before. Even if we thought that it will be worse, once it was finished, the construction and the patio, I was really happy of what we made.
That's awesome, man. So that work is already done?
Oh, it's all done since last summer.
Oh shit! Okay, sorry, Nate.
We started last summer with the new patio.
Gotcha.
Right.
So the work that we are doing right now, when we are close, it's inside the building.
Understood. Did you see the new patio then, Nate, when you went by?
No,
this?
I haven't seen the new patio because the last time that I was there
April,
was when I was up at Easter. And then I was just at the brew house. But yeah, I didn't. This was the first summer in many years that I haven't been.
You had a good.
So I haven't seen it yet. But just to to give it a bit of a picture to anyone who hasn't been there, just to add to what Guillaume was saying, is that like a kind of thing where before these renovations were done, it would be the kind of thing of like if you were inside where the big windows are looking out on the beach, you know, you've got like this gorgeous view of the water. And the way it was is that when you went outside onto the patio, you'd be going down some steps like to the picnic tables, which were like, as Guillaume was saying, kind of like right on the sand basically. So and at that kind of thing, when you're sitting down, you can't really see the water because it's just kind of sitting flat, and there was a bunch of tall grass in between the tables and the water. So now with the patio being raised up to the level of the restaurant, everywhere on the patio you'll be able to see the water now. From the pictures that I've seen, I haven't even seen it myself in person yet, but just that idea of the whole patio now having that gorgeous view of the water, it's just going to be spectacular.
It is.
It's sick, eh? I'm looking at pictures on Google, and I see exactly what you're talking about. It was like the tall grass was quite tall between the water and everything, so now it's been raised so that you can actually see it all.
Yeah,
That's
but
cool.
yeah. It's you know, we got that view that brings some people see us during the summer, even if they don't are into the craft beer. But we got two type of person, just the person who love the view and the person who love the beer. So we got two types of clients.
Gotcha. I love it's a good episode name potentially. Love the view. I love the beer.
Yeah.
Okay, that's sick, man.
I guess there's some that love both. So
I was as I wrote
beer
that, I
and a
was like,
view.
yeah, you'd be kind of beer and a view. Yeah, I'll write that one down.
Yeah.
That's good. Beer with a view. I like that. That's a good one. Got to write them down as we go, bro. Otherwise, we're gonna fucking forget. Okay, that's sick, dude. So that's already so people can really soak that up. And when does for you guys, being the type of town that you just kind of described, when does the season start to ramp up and the patio open?
June. You know, summer is
okay.
Oh yes, because maybe end of May, but just sometimes we're trying to have the patio ready for June because, as you know, winter is like I guess I would say 1 month and a half longer than you, Nathan. So and probably 2 months longer for Hamilton. So we got a long winter.
Well, I did see a post today. I don't know if it's true. It said Canada in general was going to have like one of the hottest summers in a while. So I don't know if that means it's going to start early. Hopefully it does, because already this winter's feeling brutal. And even I lived in Montreal for 10 years, and the winters there were brutal. So I could only imagine how crazy it gets for you. You know, being about 6 hours from Montreal.
Saint-Lévis is 5 hours and a half from Montreal.
5.5, okay, which is pretty far in. So it's like halfway to Gaspé type thing. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Okay, that's sick. So then, as of just to reiterate though, so when this comes out, we back open that day, and people can come back into the tap room, get food. Everything's back to normal until the patio opens around June or maybe
from today. From today. From today, they can come and have a beer and have a rest. We got a special menu for the Valentine's Day. So yeah, it's
Check
starting
the
again.
Instagram.
Yeah.
I love it.
We just posted today.
Just posted today, right now.
Yeah.
It's all posted. It's all up there. I fucking love it. Okay, amazing. While we're still finishing, on the last part of this beer, let's touch on the thing you said before, which I'm very curious about. We did have the oat beer. Like, also, by the way, I just want to thank you publicly, man. Like, it's been such a pleasure having so much. One of my favorite things. I said this to Nate recently, or I think I said it on the pod. One of my favorite things of 2025 was having so much Le Ketch. I feel like I had more Le Ketch in 2025 than any time before then. So thank you so much for making sure that we got it. And
it really has been a treat.
I can't express it, man. It's just the best. And we were saying this off air, just the way that your beers sort of scratch a specific itch for Nate and I and our palate and what we like and love in beer is incredible. And it's been really cool to try different things that, like, we had this easy lager recently. The oat beer that you mentioned before, that shit was killer.
Yes,
really good.
What else we've had? Well, there's another beer coming up soon that I won't spoil it just yet, but we've had that before, the darker beer, which is exceptional. I swear there's been. Have you done Westies before?
Yes, we did one, and I don't remember. It was one of the letter of the radio alphabet. So I don't remember. I can check right now. But yeah,
I got okay. I got Untapped. We'll take a look.
It was good, but you know what? The problem is that the West Coast was hazy. So yeah, we use West Coast up in that beer that were supposed to be a little bit darker, but the haze just never dropped.
Was that Yankee?
No, Yankees an American hybrid.
Right.
Yeah, American IPA hybrid with New England. That's kind of an hazy American IPA.
Was it right?
It was another
Echo.
I don't know. Echo, right? Yeah, it was Echo.
I haven't had
okay.
Echo.
There you go.
And it does say Westie with Citra Mosaic and Chinook, and it was hazy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not the first time I've seen like, who did it? Rorschach's first one was hazy when they did that. There's some other people who I love it. I think it's like kind of cool because it's like it really shows that the hazy beers are in your DNA as a brewer. Like it's just what the fuck it is that you do. It's super cool. What else would we have tried? There was a pale ale we had, but I think that was New England.
Yes, pale ale New England. It was Petite Brise.
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah. Fire. So what other styles are you about to get into? I'm super curious.
So we are working on nano beer right now that will be released next week. So it's already been released. Yeah. And it's just the first time we make the low alcohol beer. So we made a 10 bbl of like wheat base beer, and we split in 2 5 bbl, and one is with sour yeast with raspberry and lemon.
Nice.
And the other one is wheat ale with like Belgian wheat beer yeast and some I don't know in English, clementines.
Yeah, clementines.
Clementine.
So a shitload of clementines.
Cool.
So it's so for real, those beer are really good. I'm really proud of it. And so the beer is like orange, like really orange, like an orange juice, and it tastes a lot of clementine. So, and it's 2.5%. So 2 beer with 2.5% that people can have on weekday without feeling guilty.
Yeah.
So this is one of
That's exciting.
Yeah. So and we're releasing a beer with Brewski, a collab. It's Imperial pastry stout. So
nice.
When I went in Belgium for a festival last November with Brewski and other brewery, Turn Moon and Wills, I discovered the Biscoff cookie that I never had here in Canada.
Oh, you
Mm.
get them at
So
Costco. They're so good.
yeah, so we went to the Costco in Rimouski and buy a shitload of
Hell
Biscoff
yeah.
cookie, and we're making a pastry stout with Biscoff and coffee. So
Oh, that is dope.
yeah, so like a 10%, 11% pastry stout, really sweet, like pastry. So
Okay.
And
it's
is
the
that
first time. Yeah,
and that's going to be a like brewed at Le Ketch?
oh,
That's
it's already
that
brewed.
pastry stout?
It's fermenting right now.
Right, but that's a Le Ketch beer, not a brewski beer.
Yeah, it's a cash beer.
Awesome.
When does that
Yeah.
drop?
It's already dropped. I think it's in 2 or 3 weeks, so like beginning
Okay.
of February. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. That's fun. What's the biggest stout you had done before this one?
No one. It's
None?
it's the biggest. We made
This
like
will be the biggest.
see, we made one time a white chocolate stout, and double chocolate, like white and milk chocolate stout, 8%. Sierra Charlie's 8% also,
Oh,
and
I had that. Yeah.
yeah. So we're not brewing stout often, but now he help we know how to brew that kind of beer well, better than usual. So we may we will see how it sells, but if people like it, we can doing a lot of different pastry. But there's a lot of breweries doing already that. But I don't know if our our beer will be that good. Also,
Well, let's see. And I feel like everything that you've done, I feel like it's really well executed for a brewery that made their name on haze, on one specific style. I don't know about you, Nate, but I've been extraordinarily impressed with everything I've had from that. I just double checked. I had that beer in 2023, Sierra Charlie, a couple times. I guess, Nate, you probably got it for us from we might have had it on the last pod even. 20
I feel like we might have.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
yeah, you had the I think it was Sierra Charlie, Yankee, and 2 IPAs. The
That
100% featuring IPA.
I am
I
checking.
think you're right.
That was 11th of October 2023 it came out, and I think you are correct. I'm glad you brought up Peachering. We had Doc 54, Yankee, Doc 53, and Sierra Charlie. Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good memory. Everyone's got good memories. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like that you're doing it though. I think it's like well, maybe instead of me telling you, what's your thinking on like doing more different styles than the haze? Is it like as a brewer you're more interested, or you want to diversify the portfolio? Like, was there a reason for you wanting to do more?
I think there's more people searching for not only New England IPAs, so I think we want to diversify. We have a lot of ale like wheat ale, red ale, that the core brand of Le Ketch that's really sell well here in the area, but not that well around the Quebec because every brewery brew a red ale or a wheat ale, so there's a lot of choice. So I just want to explore everything and maybe sometimes find a style that we make really well and maybe starting to surf on that wave for the next month to come. I don't know, but the nano beer is kind of a trend. So if people are searching for non-alcoholic beer, but I think just uh, a beer with 2.5% of alcohol will reach some people looking for light beers. Having the beers without the feeling of being drunk or feeling the alcohol, just having a good beer because non-alcoholic beer don't taste real taste of a lager or of a pilsner. If you got a non-alcoholic blonde, the taste is kind of different. There's missing something.
Yeah.
For the most
So
part.
yeah, I think the nano beer will be a thing we will explore in the next month, and also maybe not like a nano beer, but like low alcohol lagers. Like we're working on a kind of a new core beer for the catch. Will be always available at the cheapest price. 3.5% lager that
Mhm.
everyone will like. You know, kind of the beer you bring to the beach, to fishing day, to hunting,
Barbecue,
to
yeah.
just have a skidoo ride, snowmobile ride, like an all day beer. So yeah, we're working on it. Will be released like in 2 months, also in
Okay.
March. Yeah,
That's
Nice.
fun, man. I like that.
yeah.
That's really good. I've always forget the beers that you were saying, like the red ale and the wheats and stuff. Are they just like tap room only draft type of things, or are they canned as well?
No, no, we sell cans in area stores,
Gotcha.
and some Quebec, some provincial around Quebec, like Montreal, Quebec, buying sometimes a case of this, but it's not the best seller for us.
Gotcha. Team, is it a Roos or or a red ale?
Oh no, it's like kind of a English Bruce.
English. Okay, cool. Team
Yeah.
Roos. We love Rooses over here.
Oh,
I'm not joking. I fucking love Roos. I love them. They're
I,
awesome.
I can find a way to get you some.
Yeah. So I'm here for it, brother. Let's go. I know you wouldn't have picked that, Nate, and I love it. We rep Team Roos pretty hard. It's a funny style. So, how do you guys feel about that first little haze bomb? Speaking of
Let's
all
do
this,
it.
speaking
Yeah.
of all the different styles, and let's go to the style that puts you on the map. So
The
we are
bread,
not doing
the bread and butter of catch, if you will.
Ooh, I like that. I like bread and or butter. We are going to get into this little sex bomb. Yo, Duck 139. This one has 100% Nectaron. Freestyle Nectaron. Let's go.
Shit, I grabbed the wrong can.
Nathaniel, come on.
Yeah,
Come on, buddy.
over here.
You have too
Gosh.
much cash in this fridge.
I know. He's like,
Right.
yeah. Yeah, too much cash. Great problem to have. This one, I had this one the other night, and this was a banger. So this is your key. It's kind of crazy when we look at the last pod. We said we had Doc 53 and 54. I think on there was one of the pods we had Doc 100. It wasn't with you, but I remember I saw it the other day. It came up. I drank Doc 100 on the pod, and now you're nearly at like 140. This is the latest one, right? 139.
Yes, we just can today the 140.
Hell yeah. It's crazy. Does it feel like when did the Doc series start?
It started at the beginning. We were just making when we were at we were brewing directly at the restaurant. We have a
Okay.
small kit, and we were doing crawlers.
Oh.
So we just bought stickers with nothing writing on it, written on it. So we just write by the hand like Mosaic Citra, New England IPA, 6.5. So there was no name on the beer. It was always the name of the house.
Okay.
Who were the name? So after that, we wanted to find a way to do not have to change the brand every beer, because we know that we will brew a lot of New England IPA. So we just use that doc number series. So it's the same, always the same brand, just the number change and the type of hops. So that's why we started this.
I love it. I don't think we ever talked about that. At least if we did, I don't remember. And I think it's cool as well because the Doc series isn't just like this particular one is 6.5%, which is the perfect money zone.
Yeah, the doc series kind of surprised sometimes with the double or triple.
Yes.
It's not only the single IPA.
The thing exactly right. It's very cool. Oh, it smells absolutely glorious.
The nose on
Cheers,
this is
legends.
wild.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys. Get that
Cheers.
in ya.
Oh, I didn't wait you, and I did sip.
It's okay. We're not offended. Oh, this is so good. Yeah, man. This is it's so beautiful. The body. When was this one canned? January 7th. So this is 2 weeks old today. It's so the body is just bonkers. Yeah, like Nate was saying, the nose is crazy. It's just so it's big and Nectaron's such a great hop for this. It works so well.
I think Freestyle Nectaron is different than the regular Nectaron from NZ Ops. Both are really good.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I'm-
I think NZ up from the Nectaron from AZ up, NZ up. I think it's more on the Citra side, kind of a Citra from New Zealand, and this one is more with uh kind of Nelson vibe or Southern Cross vibe, with the same base of the Nectaron.
Okay.
Interesting. I am finding this one pretty orange forward. Like
Yeah.
with a bit of like I'm finding it very, very orange forward with a tiny bit of like a Nelson white grape sort of thing that like as a secondary thing, but like orange
That's
is what's
interesting
really
call out.
punching me in the face with this.
Yeah. The Nelson thing's a really interesting call, dude, because as soon as you said it, I'm like, yeah, fuck.
Yeah, you
It's
know
super-
that kind of vibe from the ups from freestyle, always like, I don't know how to say it, kind of not buttery but creamy. It was smelling like
Yeah.
cream. Yeah.
So would you credit like because the body of your beers is fucking out of this world, man? Do you credit like how much of the body do you credit to the hop?
Oh, it's I guess 50% is because of the New Zealand ups. Uh,
Interesting.
that's why we use a lot of New Zealand hops. Sometimes I think the only American hops we're using is Citra. And then sometimes we use Galaxy. We bring back Galaxy this year, at the end of the 2025. We bring back Galaxy because we didn't like it anymore before, and we found a good lot. We found a good lot, and we try a new way to introduce in the dry up to just remove the archness we don't like of the Galaxy.
Okay.
And I think you got both the 134, 136 with Galaxy, and it's kind of soft. So
Interesting.
because the taste of the Galaxy is amazing, it's the feeling on the mouth that sucks.
Okay. Do you think it's improved since you know how Galaxy was amazing in like 2018, 2019?
Oh yes,
and
it was
then
my favorite. Was my favorite hops.
I think all of
Yeah.
us, every brewer like loved Galaxy, you know, every drinker. Then it went really shit. And then the New Zealand hops came up and then Galaxy came back. But still you still have to mess with it to get what you want out of it. Are you saying as of today? Like it's coming back, but it's still a little finicky.
It's powerful,
Mhm.
Yeah, overwhelming still. Okay.
but we never go over 25% of the dry up.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Yeah, otherwise what's the point? Because it's just might as well be 100% at that point.
I used to do 100% Galaxy in 2019, and it was not that arch. It was kind of good,
Right.
but not today. No, yeah, the year after that, it was a couple of things happened in Australia. I think that like fires and things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Galaxy is coming to make a comeback right now.
I love
think.
to see that from my people, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because the Kiwis came through and dominated. But no, I love it. I think it's Galaxy. It's cool to see it come back, and it's cool that you're using that. I never intentionally noticed that you only use Citra as far as American hops. Obviously, the obvious reason is just how good the New Zealand hops are. Are there other reasons that like other American hops aren't interesting, or don't really fit what you're looking for?
I think I was a little bit tired of Mosaic and Simcoe things, since I still love Simcoe, but not Mosaic.
Yeah.
But
I'm with you
yes,
on that.
I think I didn't find that special things that bring, like, if you think about Nielsen or Modwika, they are two totally different ops that are specific tastes that you can blindly say that, okay, there's Motwika in this because I taste the Motwika. And the only American hops I can easily identify is probably Sabro, that I don't like, and the other hops, the Dulcita, kind of a Sabro for me. I don't like this. I know people like this, but not uh, not not for me. But and the other American hops, I can barely trying to identify what's ups, what they are, what their specific taste of each ups. Kind of not the same, but more shy, more less shining in the glass. For me, it's only my opinion. I know that the producer is doing really good ops, and some people like this a lot, and other breweries doing a lot of American ops. But it's only personal taste, I think, and it's with the New Zealand ops, like I said, I think it's bringing a lot of mouthfeel. So that's the reason I use those ops.
Mm. Dude, that's a great answer. Really good answer. I can't really, I can't say nothing about that. I think that's it. I'm not a big fan of Dulcita or Crush currently. I'm willing to be sold on it, but yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's fine. It's cool. Which one's 1019? Is that Crush or Dulcita?
It's Dulcita.
Okay, so definitely don't really like that. And Crush was 586, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Crush I have had a couple of times that has worked really nicely in a Westie.
That's a good point. And I think Crush is good in a blend as opposed to single hop.
Yes,
well.
agreed.
And because I feel like both of those hops, more Dulcita than Crush, but you do perfect comparison with Sabro. I always felt like it's got that coconut pineapple-y thing.
Yeah.
But it's like it's almost that artificial coconut pineapple, whereas Sabro is probably a little more sunscreen coconut. So it's like like I actually don't mind Sabro, but the other two I'm just not as sold on. But it could be a fun additive in maybe a mix of 3 to 4 different hops or something like that in a smaller percentage or whatever. But that makes sense. That's a good answer because I didn't realize that the importance of the hop to the mouthfeel as much. I was really more crediting your brewing techniques and the use of the different grains to kind of generate that.
Yeah. The other percentage you asked me just before, what's the percentage for the mouthfeel? I think there's also kind of a big percentage of the beer came from the grain selection. When I buy a grain, I use craft grain like small maltery, and I choose my lot. I ask for the specific sheet of the analysis, and just choose some things that I like the color, the beta glucan, if the I don't know the word in English, but yes,
Say it in French.
yeah, it's friability.
Oh, weakness.
Probably no
Like,
friability. I don't like when the number of grain that will crack when you pass through the mill. It's the percentage of the grain. Yeah.
oh, okay. So it's not
So
okay.
I think when you choose your specific lot of malt, you can maybe take a good direction to what you want to do in the fermenter, in the beer, and the final beer you will. And I'm trying sometimes new things. I'm using like the lot with the most beta glucan just and I make a beer with 100% of that base malt just to feel what will it will bring. And the same thing for a color. Last time I accidentally buy a lot that was so pale, so I was holy shit, it's really pale, like 1.1. So I never saw that, and I said finally I will use it. I will use it because it was not super efficient. So I put more grain to get the sugar I will have with regular grain. So it turned out super pale but super nice. So I'm really glad to use it, even just to make a test. So yes, and the other things that's important in that case to get what you want, I think it's choose the lot of the ups. So when you go to a selection like Yakima for the Citra, it was my first time this year, but not at Yakima, but in Montreal at Brossard,
Oh yeah.
just to choose my Citra, and it makes all difference when you choose your lot and you say you know what you love from a Citra that you will like, and the things you don't like of a Citra. And when you got three choice and you find that one have all the characteristics that you want, and we just try it in the 140 that we can today, and our lot is just so good. I was so proud to choose it for the first time. It was my first selection of smelling some buds. I don't know. Pellets, not pellets, but
what do they
cones.
call them? Cones.
Cones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was super stoked of the result, because when you smell the cones, it's difficult to you can imagine, but once in a beer, maybe it's not what you were thinking. So at that moment, you can be disappointed and change the lot. But I was super happy with the lot we choose.
Nice. Do you
Yeah.
do the freestyle selection at CBC or whatever as well?
No, it's they send samples of pellets, kind of different, but you can have a good feel of what you're looking for.
Okay.
And for the featuring this year, we select 4 lots. We select one lot of 85% of our quantity, and
Okay.
other lots were for just the experience of the Marina series
Okay.
of the 4 different lots beer. Do you had those beer?
Dude,
Yes, we did.
We had that beer,
Okay.
and it was. This is a good segue, because let's keep talking about that, because you are the Peacherine king. I don't know if anybody has used more Peacherine. What did someone say to it? I feel like someone said, like, another brewer was like, I don't know how Guillaume gets it. Like, he's just got the most Peacherine. He's got all the contracts. He's got all
I
the
feel like
Peacherine.
that might have been Troy that said that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, it's we worked this from the beginning. Like the first time we got 20 kilos just for trying, I was okay. I want more. The girl Marie, she was there at that moment. She said, "No, it's over for this year." So I said, "Okay, I will contract next year." So she said the maximum is 80 kilos. I said, "Okay, let's do this." And the next year, I contract for the 2 other years just to be in advance, so it grows up each year.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think I'm not the person with the more kilograms of featuring, because some bigger brewery may probably have a lot. If we think about like Treehouse or
yeah.
Fedens
Sure,
or
sure.
something, yeah. But probably I don't know, but probably Meso or Duba Canada um, can have a lot also. Yeah.
Right. But you use it more often.
Yes.
I
Yes.
feel like
I'm trying
yours-
to. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, us too. I associate Le Ketch with Peacherine immediately. I don't know why, and I think it's because maybe would you say, and Nate, this is kind of a question for you as well, like who? Okay, then maybe it's better to say who was the sort of first in Quebec or Ontario, whatever, between the two. Who do you think was? Because I don't know the answer to this. Who was the first to maybe use or popularize Peacherine in New England IPAs between Ontario and Quebec?
I don't know. I think probably it was us, but I'm not sure. I remember seeing the featuring ups on a Fidens post, and I was, what the fuck is
Like
that
Jasper
up?
with Peacherine or something, probably.
I don't remember, but so I asked for a sample. I never heard about freestyle at that moment, and I ordered a 20 kilo, and we made a 100% beer. It was a double IPA, Doc 28. Is, I think, still our best rated beer on tap.
Let me see.
Amazing.
I think I might have had that. Yep.
Yeah. While you're looking that up, on the Quebec side,
2024.
I think Le Ketch is probably the first one that I saw using Peacherine on Ontario.
Oh no, you're right. It's Troy. Troy
Troy?
Yeah.
Troy gave me the contact.
Oh, to get
okay, okay. So, and that's what and that's exactly what. Yeah, okay.
But
Yeah,
I
that's
gave it
pretty fucking highly rated.
4.75. This is back before I paid for Untap. 4.75, which basically is a perfect beer.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yes, dude. Yes.
Thanks.
Fuck. Hey, man. It's You're the goat. You're the featuring
And
goat. Sorry, Nate, go on.
Yeah. And I think the first one that I saw in Ontario was Badlands Nectar.
Okay.
No,
I think that's
Nectar?
I think that's the first featuring.
Or was it the Le Ketch collab?
No.
Troy had it first.
No,
used it before
Nectar predated that.
I could text him now, but he'll be in bed.
I think yes, he's
He
sleeping.
gets up at 4 o'clock.
I think it's I think he made the pedestal with featuring.
Oh,
No?
you're probably
Single hop.
right. You're,
He
pro-
did,
you're
yeah.
probably right.
He
You're
did
probably right.
pedestal. I can double check that, but I feel like because that's how we must have talked about it on the last pod, but basically we heard about Le Ketch through the collab with Badlands, which we'll talk about shortly. And I meant like I was like I got the beer. Do you remember what the first collab you did with Badlands was?
At his place, it was Doc 13 something. He took the address of the building.
Yeah. Like the 5 digits of the address.
Yeah.
Sorry, peach nectar. It was called. I was just saying
Peach
nectar. It was
nectar.
peach nectar.
Yes. Okay.
So the peach nectar was it's kind of a contract word of featuring and nectaron.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So this was March 2023, Doc 13926.
That's the one.
And so I saw that beer and I'm like, who the fuck is Le Ketch? And then Troy's like, I don't know, but they sent me beer and it was fire. So we did the collab because he didn't know the thing. Then I was talking to Nate about it. He's like, yeah, I've been to Le Ketch a bunch because his family's out that way. His wife's family is out there. And he was like, yeah, I've been there before. It's like, cool. But I'm like, all right. So he went back and he was like, oh, this is incredible. What was going on here? And then I feel like ever since then, so that's 2023. So it's been 3 years, maybe a little bit more, of just being like, what is going on? And I feel like you've not only made that, we're going to talk about all the collabs shortly, because I really think that's how you really successfully put your brand on the map everywhere, and you've done an exceptional job of it because of your willingness to travel, your willingness to collab, and work with everybody, and everybody loves you, which is because you're just chill as fuck and you're coming through and you're willing to drive all that way to go to Counterpart all the way. Same Flavie, the Counterpart is got to be
12 hours.
I was about to say 12 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a long trip. So, all of that to say, yeah. And then on top of that, I feel like maybe other people used it first, but at least in my mind and probably in Nate's mind, that you popularized the use of Peacherine. And then let's talk about the Marina series. So that was something that you did in the last couple of months, which was absolutely unheard of. Peacherine, when we were doing our 10-year collabs, we wanted to use Peacherine in basically everything. We always tried. A lot of breweries, when they're like, oh, what do you want? I'm like, Peacherine, you got that? And they're like, oh, no, bro, I can't get Peacherine. Like, what are you talking about? And it sort of made us understand a little more about how difficult it is to get it. And then you come through.
Like no one's just got that on hand, just like ready to use for any random beer.
No, I mean, some did. We did one with Counterpart with Badlands that had Peacherine.
Now there's more. I remember
more,
like if we started to remove some variety to grow more featuring.
Right.
Good. That was the move. And then towards the end of last year, 2025, you dropped this Marina series, which was a series of 4 Peacherine beers, which, like I said, absolutely unheard of. And there were 4. Could you maybe explain that series in detail from your side? Because it was just absolutely fascinating. I wish, because I had them all obviously on different nights, so it would have been kind of, I didn't want to like have 4 Peacherine beers in one night because I feel like your palate would be a little dulled and wouldn't appreciate it.
It would,
so it
for
was
sure.
like I tried to have them.
You can do 2.
I
2 and 2 the other night. Yeah.
I think I did the first 2 separately, and then the last 2 I did on the same night.
I saw. You know what? I think I did that because I'm at the beginning I'm a geek before a brewer, so I saw on Untappd some people just make it like I would, like drinking the 4-pack with 4 people and split 4 beer in 4 glasses. So each people have 4 glasses, and they put note on it, and they taste it, and they untap it with all difference. And I see just a couple, like maybe 2 or 3 people did that on Untap, and I was okay. that's what it's one people or two people liked it a lot as I would love it. So I win for me. It's a win for me. I was really happy to see those geeks doing the experience like it should be. And the beer is kind of two batches of 10 BBL split in four fermenters. So base IPA, the base dock single IPAs worth split in 4 or 5 BBL fermenter.
Okay.
All each of fermenter all are dry up with one lots of featuring. So we got four different lots. Three are in the same place, like same area, but different place in the big field, and one is like 100 kilometers from the main field. So that's the different one you can have. It's the NL something. So
Okay.
Nelson Lake is the area, and all the other are SV for Sunrise Valley. So yeah, the three of those ops are kind of similar. The 15XE and the 16XE are kind of similar. The other one, the 21XE, is a little bit brighter. I think
Yeah.
it's one of the favorite,
The
and the other one is
21XR. There's 21XR.
Yeah, XR, and the
16.
last
Oh, no,
one.
sorry. I don't know how you remember this, dude. This is
Yeah,
insane. Just to show people what you're talking about. Hang on, wait. These are the different beers that are named after the lots. Like this is complex as fuck. Look at that. And Guillaume's basically remembering them off the dome.
yeah.
Incredible.
Uh,
Fuck.
don't ask me the other brand. I won't remember the. Yeah. So yes, it was just for showing the difference to people when you got one kind of up. So all the Citra don't taste the same. All the lot of Motwika don't taste the same. So when showing up those four beer with the same hops, 100%. So but it makes four different beer when you taste it.
It's
It was a wild experience, like particularly for such a bold hop as Peacherine to be able to taste like that much of a difference between four beers with the same or like with the same hop just from different lots.
yeah. It was
Yeah,
such a treat, man. Like as Peacherine fans, I just feel like it's got to be the best. You said it's your favorite hop. It's our favorite hop too. I just feel like it's kind of perfect. And to have four different beers with the four different lots, like I should have done. We should have done it like all in the one thing, but I just feel like you'd need multiple people to do all of that. And like, yeah, if we were gonna do, I feel like it would have been like you'd have been.
And I wanted to drink them all to myself.
That was me too, bro. I'm not sharing the Peacherine like that. Get the fuck out of here. What do you
Nah.
think this
but
is?
it's kind of we will make another one this spring. It will be probably with Nelson and probably in Montreal. So
Fun.
two other ones.
Hell
But
yeah.
the problem is during winter for us. Maybe there's not problem the same problem for every brewery, but for us doing a double batch like this because at the end it's kind of two different. It's two 10 BBL fermenter for one batch. It's four different beer, but sold in a 4 pack.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a double batch for us. So it take long to sell at the end. Just the beginning was super, but after 1 month, it's kind of becoming an old beer. So at the end, it has been difficult to sell out, but we succeed. And so for the next Marina beer, it will be close to summer, so we will sell out fast.
You'll sell faster. Okay.
Nice.
It's just such a cool concept, man. And it's like a hop nerd's dream. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
to be able to experience like I'm not gonna lie, Nate, I didn't know that's how it worked. I thought Peacherine was Peacherine. Like I didn't realize that there was different lots within the thing. I didn't know. I knew lots of other hops kind of had that. I didn't think Peacherine went that deep because it was so hard to get for breweries. So I assumed there wasn't that much of it, and therefore there wasn't multiple lots that you could differentiate between. and obviously terroir is important for hops as much as it is with grapes. So it was really cool to see the absolute goat of hops be treated with that level of respect and be like, look, here's the same base. It was the same base, right?
Yeah, same base, same IPA. Yeah, it's just exactly to have all the same basis at the beginning to see what each lot can bring.
I love it, man. It was just like incredibly. It was so incredibly creative, and it was so cool. Like, did you get that? Like, obviously, people like me and Nate are like losing our tits over it. But did you get that feedback from other drinkers or like the brew? I'm probably more thinking that it'd be like the brewers would be like, who maybe have had trouble getting it, are like, whoa, what the fuck, dude? Like, and they try them all and losing their minds. Like, did you get a lot of feedback about that the Marina series?
I think there's three brewers wrote me on messengers to tell me that's a cool concept, but not that much. But
not as much.
Even those three people, those three brewers wrote me. I was super stoked and happy to have feedback from them. That's why I made this series. I would like to show the difference to the people, the difference between the lots. Like, when you go to the grocery and you buy some strawberries, if you buy 3 batch of strawberries, they will not taste the same at the end,
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just the same thing with the hops.
Right.
So yeah, I got a couple of feedback, just 3 brewers, and those people on top just satisfied me with this. I was so happy to see that some geeks did the trick, did the experience. That was a gift for me.
That's sick, man.
That's awesome. I love that.
I like that, and I like that the brewers are nerding out with you over it, because this is a very like, it's a pretty niche thing, I guess. Maybe to us it feels so normal, but like, it's pretty niche to have beer names SV25-21XR. Like, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I think Brewski already do that, but not with 4 different. They release sometimes it's called lots of and lots of Citra example, and they put the up number on the up lot number on the can, but they don't release 4 beer at the same time.
Right, which is the difference. One of the speaking of that, the other thing that the 3 of us were talking about on Messenger like 2 weeks ago was the Pescherine from Eggers Hops, which was on dock 136, 135.
The Pescherine was, I don't remember.
It wasn't too far back, and I was like, oh, okay, must be like some sort of variant of it. And then you comment, which I appreciate you commenting on, to like be like, hey man, this is what it is. I love it. I appreciate that a lot. Could you explain what that is? So there's peach arene, excuse me, but there's PESH arene, Pescherine.
Yeah.
Yes, but explain that, please. That'd be great.
ESH is extra special Egger special ops. So so that's why it's Pescherine.
Oh.
So,
jeez, that's clever.
It is.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know.
135.
I cannot tell you a lot about this. I know it's a variant of something grows by Eggers. That farm specializes on Riwaka. On every they release like 6 kind of Riwaka each year with a different name. So maybe it's Riwaka, but don't taste Riwaka. I think it's kind of a Nelson or something. But that guy Cam is really I don't know in English it's discret, so it's not tell a lot of information about those ops. Okay. So I asked someday. I asked him like, what is the full moon ops? He said, I can tell you anything about. I can tell not you anything except you have to brew at full moon. So
Okay.
I was okay. Sure. So I don't know what is that up. Probably a kind of Nelson also, but yeah. So is
so very secretive.
Okay. It's secret and mysterious. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah. Very mysterious. Huh.
I think pechorin is not real pechorin. I think it's something else.
Okay.
Okay.
So the next beer, the 141, will be pechorin and pechorin. Both in the same.
To acquire a 4-pack of that. Yes. Okay. That's sick. That's very interesting. So it's like some sort of combination that maybe is. So it could be a hybrid is the word I'm looking for of pechorin with something else maybe, or it's just they want to sell it to something so they're calling it some other shit.
I think he's doing what you know what, like we were just talking about the lots. I think like all the Riwaka he sell he sell for under a different name, like Eggers Lady, Eggers Special, Eggers X, Diesel, Extreme Diesel, I don't remember, Riwaka Diesel or something. So I think there are all different lots of Riwaka, but he just gave a new name.
He's just being a bit cheeky with the names.
Yeah. Well, instead of saying Riwaka lot 524, you just find a new name for every lot. Yeah.
Look, that's fun. So there's freestyle hops, which is what most people know, and then Eggers hops. I feel like I'm seeing it more and more. Like it was always freestyle. I remember Troy told me what it was because it said freestyle something. I'm like, oh, what's that? And he's like, oh, it's like a farm. It's like a brand. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know when I first heard it. And yeah, I think I was at Badlands and I asked him directly. And then I feel like in the last 6 months, maybe more, I'm seeing all of the greatest haze breweries in Ontario and Quebec and beyond specifically using Eggers hops. Like I think I had I went to Treehouse in September, went to Saratoga to check that out. And I think they had a bunch of Eggers hops versions of stuff. And I feel like I'm seeing it more and more. So are they?
You like on the? Sorry to interrupt, but on like in our scene, like on the Ontario and Quebec side, have you seen Eggers outside of say Le Ketch and Mezzo?
Yes.
Or both, yeah.
Yeah. Brewski Nano.
Yeah. No. Okay. No. I've seen Brewski too. Yeah. Nano. I guess. Okay.
What about?
All right. Yeah. Okay. So maybe it's a bit more. It's a bit more widespread than I'm realizing.
I wonder if people are like promoting it as such, like Badlands, Counterpart, Third Moon, like all the those dudes. Like, are they using it?
I'm wondering if I've seen it in Ontario. I feel like maybe I haven't. Maybe it's been more it's been more widespread in Quebec.
I think Troy tried it. Probably.
You're probably right.
Not sure, but probably Counterpart also. But
I wouldn't be surprised if all of them tried it, but I don't recall. I feel like, and that's kind of what you're saying, Nate. I feel like I don't know if people have like advertised it either in the name of the beer or in the really up front. It's more just like maybe if you got to read the description on the can, but it's not like in the title or in the Instagram description or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably associate it more with Quebec and the States than I would with Ontario. You're right.
Yep.
But doesn't mean it's not being used. It just might mean it's a bit more forward in other places. But it's interesting that like for maybe people who are like us, like a little like on the periphery of everything, Freestyle was obviously the shit. There's NZ hops who are killing it. Now, what's Eggers like vibe? Are they like on the way up? And are they gonna take over fucking Freestyle's like, the position in the game? Like what do you think as someone who is like a professor at this stuff? What's your thoughts?
I think it's two different brands. So they're different. Yeah, I think they are actually side by side physically, like 10 kilometers between. But there's another family farm that I use once or twice called Garston. I think it's probably south of New Zealand, and it was also really good, but limited on the brand, and I think it's a little bit expensiver than the other, but also great hops Garston up. So I think it's kind of all different. So if you want to try a hamburger to McDonald's or Burger King, they both taste different. So yes, tonight I want to today I want to brew with Freestyle, and the other day I want to okay that I remember that Eggers were really good with the Riwaka, so I would take this. And then after that, you can then both farm and or the three farm together. So it's just more ingredient to play.
Understood. I see the Gassen
I don't
hops
th-
is south
I
of-
don't think they will be like uh, one that will be better than the other, or it's different
Right.
product.
So it's
Yeah, of
really
course.
giving you more ingredients to work with,
Yeah.
versus a superiority thing. They're just different,
Yeah, absolutely.
which is
That's
better for you, better for drinkers, better for everybody.
more fun.
Interesting. Yeah, dude. I
Love
see
that.
Garston Hops is in the South Island, south of Queenstown, which is really famous for Aussies. It's like a ski town. But I'm pretty sure like there's like I was looking it up recently. Like you can actually see like Nelson, New Zealand. Like there's like Nelson, and there's like here we go, like a whole region where they've got like it's called Washington Valley, which isn't that funny? It's called Washington Valley, but in Nelson. And they've got all these places are named after the hops. I would trip balls going around. I'm like, I'm in Motueka, bro. What the fuck? Upper Muter, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, look it up. Port Motueka, get fucked. It's a town, bro. Dude, that's so sick. Imagine hop nerds would lose their. Yo, I have to go to Australia next month. I might just be like, let me just pop over, see what's going on, because New Zealand's hella far too. Wow, that's so sick. Okay, that's interesting because I just feel like I don't know if it's being like as discussed as much. It's just like you just as a consumer, you all of a sudden see, oh, Eggers hops are everywhere all of a sudden, or freestyle. You don't really sort of like hear about the intricacies and like the details of like what the differences are and what it kind of means. So it's it's super fun. It's fun to talk about that level of hop nerdiness on this.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I tried a couples, of what we just talked about, but there's so much more I don't know yet. Matt from Nano is the king for that. Is the best. He just finds some new name of a new op somewhere I never heard about the farm. Did you try that? I was no, I don't know they even exist. So Matt from Nano is really one
On
guy
top of
that helped me to find new brand of ups.
Matt's on the forefront.
Shout out to
Oh
Matt.
yeah, he's a pure geek.
Yeah.
It's the geekest I know.
All right. I didn't realize. Okay. I'd love to. We're going to get them on. I was talking to them, but they weren't super confident with their English, is what they were telling me.
Yeah. He don't speak. He's not comfortable with his English, but
Is Paul?
maybe
Paul
you should do the podcast in French.
Yeah, sure.
No problem.
What about what? What? What?
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, dog. I was in Montreal for 10 years. That's all I learned. No, I'm joking. I went to French school. I passed the French test in immigration, and then I forgot it all because every time I went anywhere, and I started to be like, "Bonjour, je prends le," and they're just like, "What do you want?" I'm like, okay, because they could tell that I couldn't, that I was not from there, so they would just not even let me try. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm not going to try unless I was drunk in an Uber. That was the only time I would try, and they'd be like Uber, and I would always be in the front seat, and they'd start talking to me. I'm like, all right, let me give this. Yeah, I ain't doing that no more. Okay, do you guys want to do the next one? Do you want to take a break? Are we good? What are you feeling?
I think I'm okay.
You okay?
Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. Next one. We do the dark one. Yes.
The dark one.
Things up.
Switching it up after talking about all those glorious hops right there. Now this little, actually, I'll wait for Nate you guys to bust it out.
This time I do have the right one with me.
There we go. Yeah, we go. We got an Oscar, the Dry Stout. Yes, let's go. Another one of the styles that I feel like is underrated from Le Ketch. This beer you've done for a while. I feel like I had Oscar multiple times. Let me see. I've had this. This will be the third time, and the first time was 2025, 2024. Is this something we didn't have it on the pod because we checked? So I guess this is something that probably Nate, you might have just got from distro.
I must
us.
have grabbed it from distro the first time you had it, and
Yeah.
then and Guillaume also sent it to us. Like
Oh,
must have
good.
been a couple of months ago, something like that.
That's when I've had it again. Okay. This is 4.5% Irish dry stout. I am such a massive fan of low ABV stouts. I feel like they're
Yeah.
like it's the type of beer I always want in my fridge. There's like it's almost like every drinking session I would be down for something. Oh, look at that. You got the branded glassware there, Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Flexing on everybody, you fucking I just feel like these low ABV stouts are so fire. They're so fun. And it's such like a great underrated beer that sort of like you don't have to think about it. You just sort of crush it. They go so hard. I just saw it. It's the 2025 winner of the third highest rated Irish dry stout in Canada. In Canada, not Quebec.
Yeah,
Really?
but
C'est ça.
you know, there's not it's not pure science, but yeah,
Hey man,
I will think
I
it.
think it's science, Guillaume. I think it's absolutely science. Let's just put that in us, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I know. Nate's gonna take
It's
a
okay.
picture.
Go ahead. I'll catch
Take a
up.
picture.
No, I didn't care. I'm sipping.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm holding you up.
No, it's okay. That was rude. Cheers, brother.
Here we go. Cheers.
Put that in your face hole. That was a nice head. Oh, look at that head you got there.
Yeah.
Hey, yo. Dude, so fire. I love this so much. How does this beer go down in your range? Because I feel like you've had it for a while.
But we brewed it like 3 times. Yeah.
Okay.
I think 2 times or 3 times. But the first one was for me not enough dry. Was too sweet. So we changed a couple of things in the process to bring us to that kind of beer. Just enough dry, but with kind of a small body. Like there's a little body, but there's a body. So yeah. Next step it will be to probably try to put like beer gas or nitrogen in the can, in the beer, like to gas the beer,
Ooh,
carb the beer.
okay.
So it's the big goal to get some nitro in that. But yeah, I'm as you know, we make a lot of IPA, but the other style we kind of experiment things. So yeah, I talked with a couple of brewers, and next step is nitro for that kind of beer now.
Dude, that's so fire. I mean, is it pretty obvious to say that this is inspired by Guinness? And that's sort of
Yeah, that what
yeah.
was the goal. I love Guinness, so I wanted to make my own and just trying to have a beer like creamy like a Guinness. I think
Hell
it's
yeah.
still sweet for a dry stout if compared to Guinness that is super thin, not thin but not sugary. So yeah, low final gravity. So this one can be a little bit drier, I think.
Yeah. Okay, I understand. If you're going for that full, I mean, this is 4.5. What's Guinness? Is Guinness 4.5 as well?
I think it's 4%. Not sure. 4.1.
That sounds right to me.
4.2. So it says Guinness Draft is 4.2. Guinness Original / Extra Stout is 4.2 to 4.3, and obviously Foreign Extra Stout is like 7.5 or whatever. So it's a little on that different, but yeah, dude, I totally understand. It's got everything, that coffee, the chocolate, super creamy, balanced, nice little like a subtle bitterness in there. Incredibly crushable. I love it. I love this style so much. I think if you did do this on nitro and you just like fucking, can upside down.
Yeah.
Here for it.
It's the goal.
I love it. Is that an easy thing to do? Is it just like you just dose the can with a little drop of nitrogen? Is my understanding.
Well, we don't have any doser for the canning line, so I think you have to put beer gas through the stone, the carb stone, and carb it a lot. And when you're ready, you just scan it, and you probably have to write on the can, shake well or pour vigorously to get the bubbles. So yeah.
Yeah, which is cute. Yeah, I like that. I mean, look, man, I feel like people will enjoy it. I feel like people would think that's fun because it's not the most common thing in the world to have like a nitro can, um, particularly of this style. Like it's in a craft thing. Obviously, there's like a big, you're saying you love Guinness. I always see Marc Andre, like Filion from Meso, always doing the split the G thing and crushing. I see a lot of the brewers and people involved in beer drinking Guinness a lot because it's just like how do you not like Guinness? Everybody loves Guinness. It's awesome. So it's cool to have a craft version of that, and I can see that. But now, if you did that, would that, because you said this is the third time you've brewed Oscar, would you turn it into something that's maybe year round or more often if it was?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, at the beginning, the Sierra Charlie was the core stout that we have year round, but I think we will have to switch to a low alcohol stout to get it year round. But there's two type of stout drinker: the one who love the low alcohol and the one who love the big stout. So we'll still do the both and both style and probably pastry now. So yeah, but this one have more characteristic to be always on the menu.
That makes sense. I could, and based on what you were saying before, with the the roost, the wheat beers, and the low ABV wheat beers that are coming, like there's it's almost like you are a similar situation to someone like a brewski where they are in a tourist area, so they have to have a wheat beer and a roost and blonde and all these different things to cater to tourists and to things like that maybe aren't as sexy to of the things that we're all into. But I feel like this would absolutely fit perfectly into that, and it would cross over because the beer nerds love this shit. Like it's like a nice breakup. Like we're obviously having this as a breakup between hazy IPAs, and it's it's perfect for it because it's low ABV. There's a ton of flavor in it, fantastic body, and all these different nuances as far as the tasty notes. But it's really not over the top. 4.5. It's like the same as the lager, which is crazy.
Yes.
It's so creamy. It's so nice. I really enjoy this beer, man. I really like that you do that. And I think once again, it's like if you're a haze, what's a haze forward or a brewery that's known for something like that, it's just extra cool when you can do other styles at such an exceptional level. I've really always enjoyed this. So this is fun, and I'm very happy to hear that it could be on Nitro. So is that something that would you say that it's like guaranteed to happen this year, or you're hoping it would happen?
Oh yeah, but next time we'll brew it, we'll try it. Don't know what will happen, but yes, probably this summer.
Do you have a Nitro tap at the brewery?
No, but we will have one.
I like that. Do you have a Luca?
No, but it's a plan. Also, I just talked with one of my partner today, and we want to introduce Luker for the lager. We don't have a lot of lager at the same time, so I think one will be okay.
One's enough.
And we want to introduce like different style of glass because actually we only have one kind of glass. One type of glass for serving the beer. So we have different size, but I want the IPA served in a wheelie. I want the lager served in a box. So yeah.
Well, you got to talk to Dan from Zenon right there. Do you know Dan?
Dan?
Do you know the glassware company Zenon?
No.
Oh, I can put you in touch. So they're the biggest one in Canada, and they do they do meso stuff now. They're a good friend of ours. I was talking to him earlier. He's a good mate. He does all our glassware and stuff like that. All our BAOS stuff, like he did this one for our anniversary. They
Nice.
do. They're the main sort of glassware in Canada. So I connected him with a lot of people in Quebec.
Yeah, he's done like Meso, done a bunch of the new glassware for Melon.
Yeah, we were just, funnily enough, because we were talking about that literally right before we went live on air. I was talking to Dan about yeah, he said he's got a bunch of new glassware for Mel, and they're doing their mug club stuff and a bunch of other things. And be more than happy to put you in touch, man. I'll give him your email. I'll give him I have your email address. Yeah, I'll send it to him to hook you up. But that would be sick because I think like the glassware is like something that we've learned. Like I feel like Nate was always a glassware nerd on here more so than myself. I have a lot of glasses, but I wasn't as like obsessed with it. And I feel like you are right. Like there's an experience when you go to a brewery. You need those differing glassware, and you want to walk around and see. Oh, you see Willie Belcher, you see the haze in that. You see, like a Luca thing. You want to see a massive. This is perfect because it's got that little line right here. So you've got the the perfect Luca pour in like a mug. All the different. This is like a mini version of the British pint glass. So it's a little small for a full pint. I think it'd be perfect for a shorty, like a 355 can. So you can get the bigger one, the nonic pint, as as Nate always taught me.
That's right.
Yeah,
with
but I
the
think
nonic bulge.
That's what it was. Nonic bulge. Oh, I'll never get over that. But it's like I think it's really important, man. Like I think if you're going to a brewery and people want that experience, I love that you mentioned that because that like that's what I imagine you would look around the brewery and you'd be able to it makes it easier for you to spot what people are drinking, what's happening, what's popular. Maybe there's different glass for sours, different glass for stouts, and
it's just better to have the proper glass, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
I couldn't
agree more. Couldn't agree more.
Enhances that drinking experience and makes you feel like particularly if you're there for few hours and you're drinking multiple different beers, and every time you order a different style you get a different glass, you'd be like, I don't know if everyone would notice it, but it's like subconscious. You're like, oh, I'm drinking this stout and it's in this nonic pint glass because this is what Guinness would be in, and that's the inspiration. And particularly when it's nitro and you watch this beautiful pour, like not this one's a little small, but you have the larger one. I just think all of those little small like cues in a brew pub situation are really nice, and it makes that drinking experience like amplified.
It matters.
Yeah. I like that you're thinking about that, and I'm not surprised that you're thinking about that because obviously you're into the nuance of what's the differences between all the different stuff. You're really like thinking about all these it's like the small things that add up to making the larger experience superior in the pub, particularly if people are coming all the way to Saint Flavie. And I know I've seen a lot of people that I know don't live anywhere near there like go up to the brewery. Obviously, Nate, you got family there, so you got a reason to be there a few times a year. But I've seen a few people like Remy, Def IPA. I've seen him out there come out. Yeah, he's a champion.
Surprised me.
Yeah, isn't that cool? I thought that was so cool when he came through for like I think it was like the end of summer. There was
it was our anniversary.
When's the anniversary?
It's June 23. So we just came, without announcing. You didn't wrote me or something. You didn't write me. You just pop up and say, "Hey,
you showed up."
What up?
What?
Like 5.5 hours.
I think it's the first geek from other city, outside of the area that came for an anniversary.
Oh yeah,
the first and the only one. I know maybe there's some geeks I don't know, but probably everyone is from the area or just passing by for the holiday, but the vacation. So Remy just make the road the morning to be there for the. I was really surprised.
I like that.
Oh, so does your anniversary kind of line up with Saint Jean?
Yes, but it's not at the same time. You just make sometimes if the June 23 is like a Monday, we're doing it on the Saturday.
Oh right, okay,
right. When's Saint Jean? 24th of June, right?
Yes, but everybody's making the party on 23 evening.
Okay, so it's kind of perfect,
like Christmas.
Yeah, like Christmas. So people don't know. Yeah, Saint Jean Baptiste is the Quebec sort of Independence Day, the equivalent of Canada Day or American Independence Day. So it's the pretty convenient because people are excited and patriotic and passionate about everything Quebec, and they can come out to a place like Saint Flavie, which obviously would be perfect because you're on the beach and with incredible food and beer and everything you need. It's fire.
Yeah,
Get down.
it's the anniversary launch this summer. It's kind of that day is the worst crowded the most crowded day of the summer. So the best day
Okay.
for us. So after that, summer start and we got a lot of people coming. But just before
Yeah.
that's kind of quiet. There's some people on the patio if it's good weather, but it's not that crowded at the beginning of June. Uh,
Gotcha.
from the anniversary, it started everything.
Okay. And for your anniversary, do you do I know I've seen it, but just to remind me, do you do typically like a ton of collabs and drops, or what do you do for the anniversary usually?
Not a ton.
No,
A couple.
a
No,
couple.
not like Nano or Mesto or something.
So what
No,
they do
no,
like
just I
60.
think yeah, no, I think it's this year was three collab, and one bottle. So it just
Oh, what did you do for the bottle?
it's the only wild we made once a year. So it's
Sick.
150, yeah, 150 bottles. Um, so we released it at the anniversary party, but we just bottled yesterday the 2026 one because it was ready. So
Hey,
I don't know if we will wait till June to release it, but yeah, it's kind of uh, a barrel that we repitch that we refill and refill every time we keep the same uh, bacteria in. But this time we put fruit, so it's the end of that barrel.
Of
So
that barrel. It's
maybe we
done for.
start a new one next year.
It's patio furniture now. I like it. Okay, that's sick. Yeah, I like the anniversary thing has become an interesting phenomenon across both provinces and in
you're
the state.
you're trying to be polite.
It's bonkers. It's fucking insane. Like I think it's fun. I think it's really cool because I think it's like a big. It turns out to be a big payday for breweries, right? Because you can generate excitement and drop whatever a fuck ton of beers on the same day that people are genuinely amped about. So I'm like, I like it. It's a lot because so many breweries are doing it with so many, and it as a consumer. I don't know about if you think about this, Guillaume, as a consumer, but for people like Nate and I, it's like to try and keep up because there's like certain months of the year where there's a concentration of anniversaries. One of those months is like April, May. There's so many between Quebec and Ontario, so many. And I think what was the other month, Nate? There's another month that's like wild annoying. Maybe it's like October, September, October.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I would have said August or September.
So
Maybe
maybe
it's
I'm thinking of
September.
that. Maybe it is September. But it's like I think it's really cool and it's really fun, but it's hard on the wallet and it's like it's almost nerve wracking to try and be like if you're whatever, you're not able to get it. You're like, oh fuck. Oh man, these guys are dropping all these beers and they just keep every day you're just like there's like 3 posts, so they're just dropping this and this and this. And you're like, oh, how do you even keep up? But I think it's like it's cool because I guess it was an American thing that we've done here, taken on here, and it's become like a cool way for breweries to sort of, it's a rough industry, it's a rough time, and
Yeah.
just to get a bunch of a bunch of cash injection as such, and get people more so even forget like that's even like being maybe like surface level about it. It's getting people excited about beer again and getting people bringing in, and I imagine that's the intention. Do you have any aspirations to do it larger than those like 3-4 beers, or are you sort of like pretty happy with the way that you guys do it?
I don't know because it happened. The timing for the anniversary is kind of the beginning of the summer, so
Think it's a
we
little rough.
every beer every beer we will release at that moment will be sold out in a week or two because there's so many people coming in the summer, so we don't have to force the things to make a lot of different beer. Every blonde, every wheat ale will be sold out because
Every roos. Gone.
Yeah, no more roofs. But no,
Right, that
it's
down.
just we don't want at the beginning. Just to be clear,
Mm.
we're not we don't have enough staff. We are two people in the brewery. So even if we want to release 10 beers, we're not able to do it because we have a small canning line with one head and we are two people. So me and Dave. So
Right.
I'm doing all the stuff with, I'm starting the brew, I'm doing the recipe, and I'm working on a computer to do sales, new labels, new beer, order ingredients, and Dave's doing all the other things like he brew for me, he washing the tank, we're canning together. So we even if we want to release 10 beers, it's not possible in for
It's
one
just
day.
it's too much.
No. Yeah.
Okay. So it's an interesting time. So it's almost like the time of year would determine the volume that you can sort of sustain.
The
Well,
only
also,
thing we can,
so,
yeah,
no, sorry. Go ahead, Guillaume.
the only thing we can do is stack up for the summer with beer that don't have grams best before date. Like
Yeah.
IPAs are made at the moment we have to release it, but everything like lager, stout, rus, white, we can do it before and just stack it up for the summer. But where we were during the summer, we just making IPAs and just if we know if some kind of a brand will sold out, like blonde, we have to brew blonde fast to don't run out of those good seller during the summer.
When you
So
say blonde, do you mean like a pilsner? Or you mean like a blonde ale?
blonde ale. This is the first beer that the Ketch released at the beginning was
Okay,
the Vaisseau d'Or, regular blonde ale.
gotcha. So this was the type of stuff that, say, Nate, as someone who goes to Rimouski multiple times a year, would have known Le Ketch for before you came on board and were like, "I'm gonna make some of the best hazy IPAs in the country," type shit.
The very same.
And I respect it. I like that. I like it when I think it's kind of gangster when brewers can be like, "Yeah, you like this blonde? Well, let me check this haze. Check this haze right here. It's as good as anything you can get anywhere else." I don't know. I just love that you can do it all. Like you and Brewski are two of the best examples of that because you guys have clienteles that require that, and you can service them both. You can service the beer nerds like us with all of the crazy shit, and you can hit the tourists and the more casual beer drinkers who just want a nice patio on the water with some blondes or some wheat ales or the roost, which obviously we'll be drinking too. But yeah, I think it's like I'm not joking. I really fuck with roost. It's just funny to talk about because roost is hilarious, generally speaking. I know I like it a lot, man. I just think it's genuinely cool, and it's all the other hype breweries typically don't do that. I go to Counterpart and I'm seeing 70-year-old couples playing bridge, drinking haze, like that because I don't think they typically would have a Hefeweizen or they got pilsners and stuff, but they don't always have those type of other type of stuff. Or Badlands, you see 70-year-old Indian women and families because it's near Brampton coming through drinking haze. And sometimes I'm like, I'm pretty sure I don't think they understand the level of quality that they're drinking, but they just really enjoy the space. And I think that's beautiful. I think it's so cool that there's nerds who are like circle jerking over it. And there's just people who are locals who are just, yes, it's my local. It's really nice. I really like everything here. The people are so lovely and the beers are great. I think it's like kind of cool. It's like a dichotomy of like lineup culture and Untapped and Psychos, and then just like, yeah, we like this place. It's cool, man. I think it's dope that you got that and that you're able to turn Le Ketch from a place that was known for a blonde and a roost and a wheat into the behemoth that it's become as far as the reputation for New England IPAs. I think it's dope.
Thanks.
Hey.
I think there's a lot of good IPAs around, but I will take it.
Oh, look, Quebec is some of the best
Oh, there
IPAs
absolutely are.
in the world, not even in
Yeah.
Canada, in the fucking world. I'll put that up against
No
anything.
question.
Quebec
Oh,
is
dude,
ridiculous.
that is not a bold statement. Like, just look at look at how wild places places like Mezzo are doing in Europe. Like, it's fucking wild, man.
And you too.
They're like into the US. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, fantastic segue. So you touched on it earlier, Guillaume. So we've talked about this either on, well, maybe Nate, when you weren't here, I talked about it because there was Derek from Brewski, Alex from Wills, Chris and Bieber from Third Moon. Is that everybody?
Guillaume from Brewski. Yeah.
And Guillaume as well. I'm sorry. Derek and Guillaume.
So that was the 4 Canadian brewery.
And you went to Belgium and the Netherlands for festivals.
So the festival was in Antwerp, Belgium.
Antwerp.
2 days. Yeah. And for the Netherlands, it was a topic over of Brewski and the Ketch at the same time in a bar.
Amazing. And I spoke to
amazing.
It's, dude, absolutely amazing. Alex from Wills randomly texted me out of the blue being like, dude, everyone's losing their minds over all of us over here. I think Nate and I spoke to you about it. You were telling us how dope it was. I remember I reached out to Derek and he was like, dude, it's fucking crazy. Like, I thought it was so incredible. And I was so happy for the Europeans because they get to experience fresh beer from all 4 of you guys who are some of the best in the country.
Was not that fresh, to be honest. because
fresh enough.
You know, it's 1 month of 1 month
transport
trip on the boat.
Yeah. Well, fresh enough, let's say.
It was good.
1 month. So 1 month isn't so bad.
After that, I can say that they get kind of a fresh beer because I was happy to taste my beer after the trip just to see if the taste would be different. But it's okay. Into beer keep the cold chain all the way.
Just on a ship and not on a plane.
Yeah, on the ship, and then it probably in the truck.
In the truck. Okay, gotcha. Well, at least it was cold. So all of that to say, I think it's really exciting for Canadian breweries at a time when beer is in a weird place as far as like we're seeing a lot of touch and go, a lot of closures like we alluded to earlier and things like that. But the Europeans have a taste for what you're doing, and from what I'd love to hear your experience there, but from what we heard, it was just all positive. They were so excited to have you there. They were so excited to try what you're doing and just be exposed to it, because there's a lot, at the end of the day, I guess breweries over there don't make things the way that we do over here. And I think that's, I don't know, I'm really happy for them. I'm happy for you guys. Tell us about that experience. Like that, it sounded so sick, man.
It was amazing. The festival there are kind of different. It's session. Kind of United States festival also. You pay your tickets for a session. I think it's kind of €110, and you get 6 hours to drink everything you can, everything you want. Like you don't have to pay or lift tips or left tip. It's just you
tokens.
It's just no. It's just you pay the entrance and you got everything. But there's the way it worked that you got 2 kegs of 20 liters, and you got 3 hours. And after that, even if the keg is not finished, you have to swap for 2 new SKU, 2 new beer that people. And all the festival, it's 8 different SKU. You cannot have the same beer twice, just because some geeks buy the 2 days tickets and they don't want to taste the same beer twice, so they want to taste all the new beer. So there's some brewery that got a big lineup because they have big stout and big things like Peeps Meadery. I got a big lineup, and Toppling Goliath with the stout have a huge lineup. So But the catch have sold out every beer, and we were really happy to be there. People are so kind. The Europeans are so good peoples, and we have a lot of fun. It was a long time I didn't trip to Europe, so I was really happy to go there, and I'm planning to go again this year.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. That makes me really happy.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
great,
feel,
Dave.
yeah, isn't it? It's cool that they're sweet to you, they're kind, and they're appreciative that you're even there. And I think Europeans seem typically like pretty cool people, particularly being those who are just like, hey man, thanks so much for coming and bringing your shit. Like I don't get to
Yeah,
taste stuff like this much, you know. I'm sure they'd be like just happy to see you and meet you and shake your hand and be like, thank you for, you know. It must be
yeah.
pretty validating.
It was cool that people wanted and know you. Some people came and take picture with me and my wife, and they was super happy to meet us, and they love our beer, and they buy like $20 cans in some store somewhere. So it's really I'm really grateful for this. I'm really happy to meet the people.
Dude,
Because
that's awesome.
at the end, no, I'm not at the end. At the beginning, I'm just a home brewer.
Yeah.
I was a home brewer, so the that things go so far that I never thought I will travel for the beer in my life. I was only a home brewer, so yeah, it's really cool.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah, I can only imagine how that feels, like knowing that your art form is like being appreciated and traveling, and there's companies who are willing to pay you money to send the things that you make on a boat that's cold across an ocean to let people over there drink it. It's just super cool. And
Yeah,
I'm excited for Canadian craft beer because I like that, like it was like 4 breweries who were very like minded and who have all like worked together. Like all of you guys know each other, work together and stuff and collaborate, and they're just really like stewards of the Canadian scene. Like you really like represent for us out here, and it's cool because the Europeans will try and like this is like the best of what we do out here, guys. Like you're not just getting some old brewery who's willing to pay the thing. Like you're getting like the fire, like the absolute fire, and it's sick. And it always kind of like I always think of it from the other side. Like we're here in Canada, obviously our scene is incredible, but we don't really get things like that here. Like I'm from Australia, and I know that Canadians get their shit um, cold chain shipped via plane, not via boat, to Australia, and they have these different tap takeovers. They have these different events that Canadian breweries get sent out there for. And yeah, they do pay $20 a can or whatever it is. And when I was there last, it was there was Tool, like TOOL from Denmark or Copenhagen or Norway or something. TO and the O with the thing L.
Yeah.
So I was at a tap takeover of one of my favorite bars there, and it was like $19 pints. And everybody's like, yeah, man, yeah, let me get you a beer. I'm like, dude, this is like not cheap. You don't have to get me beer. It's okay. And they were like, yeah, because everything's so expensive there. But it was so cool to be able to, you go to these places and even like it's almost like the hub of craft beer is North America. And you got places like Europe and Australia and other different periphery. In China, I know Meso and other different people are shipping their stuff out to Asia and different things in Japan, with Bim from Godspeed out there and shit like that. Like there's a lot of stuff happening. So it's really cool for our scene, I think, and to be represented globally. It's exciting. And I think in a time when a lot of breweries are closing, a lot of negativity around business and hospitality, when you're like, hey man, no, there's a big demand for what we do in these other places. I think it's a beautiful thing. Should be celebrated. Here for it.
yes, we celebrated.
Damn right you did. How do you guys
No,
feel
no,
about
I mean in Belgium, we celebrated a lot.
You went pretty hard.
Yeah.
Did you do any collabs out there real quick?
No,
No collabs?
no,
No?
no. I was going for the beginning of the trip was with my wife for 7 days, and after that, the job.
Was the
That
job so
was
no
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No collabs, no anything else. Did you get any contacts that people want to come over here and do a collab?
Oh
or
yes,
anything like that?
yes. Next time will be collab.
Hell yeah. I love it. How do you guys feel about taking a quick break? Little bathroom?
Yes,
And then we'll
bathrooms.
get back into
Good
it.
idea.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. And we are back.
And we're back.
And ladies and gentlemen, we were talking about this earlier about how the Doc series can surprise you. It's not always 6.5% IPAs. And we just did 139, but the 2 beers before then, Guillaume punched you in the tongue. Maybe in whatever the fucking, oh my god, why am I having a blank? What's the thing that takes alcohol? Oh my gosh, not the kidney.
The liver?
Liver. I am so tired. It's been a
There you
week.
go.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Nate. You're the sick one, and I can't think of words. So this is a liver punch right here, and I'm excited for this one. And we are doing Doc 137, a triple IPA, hence the liver punch. And this little sexy gem has obviously honey, Citra, Eggers, Lily, and Nelson Sauvin hop keef. Lily, hold up. Lily's a hop?
Yeah, that's team that
like
we
I
were just
said,
talking about Eggers before this. So yeah, break this down for us.
Yeah,
Guillaume.
please.
It's Riwaka.
Oh,
That's what you were talking about, Riwaka. So that's like Pescherine is like the weird one, and Lily
oh
is just
my
Riwaka.
god.
Amazing.
There's these cheeky buggers over at Eggers here.
I know, right? What's the people's names at Eggers so we can call them out? Is it like Gavin,
No, it's Cam
Kem?
from Eggers.
Yeah.
Right, Cam Egger.
Oh, Cam.
Kem.
Okay, Kem. Okay, I heard you right the first time. All right, shouts to Eggers, man. Why did you decide to do 2 triple IPAs back to back?
It's an easy answer because I know for us, I'm talking for the catch, but I think stores don't buy a lot of triples.
Gotcha.
So I made a 10 BBLs of triple IPA base that I split into 5 BBL to get two different cans. So they will buy the one that won the store that won that beer with Doors Triple will buy one of each. So we will sell faster for that batch.
'Cause they're
Okay.
2 different types of beers.
So the other one, the 138 is Southern Cross and Modwicka.
Okay. So they only changed the name of some hops.
Yes, so it's the same base,
Right.
but there's 2 different dry ups.
2 different dry hops, but I mean Eggers. Are they all Eggers on 138?
Oh no. You got Citra in this one. Eggers Lily is kind of a Riwaka, one of a Riwaka brand that they make. They have Lily X extras, Eggers special hops. They have Diesel. They have probably the Pescherine, but it's not Riwaka. But yeah, it's kind of a one of the different brand of Riwaka they have. So it's Citra, Riwaka, and Nelson Sauvin beef.
Interesting.
But you smell the Riwaka; it's up front.
Immediately. Riwaka's got to be one of the most telling hop
Like
varietals.
most distinctive.
Every single
Yeah.
time.
You would say.
Like beers taste like Riwaka juice a lot of the time, which I've been saying. Like it's so crazy. I'm excited to try this one. Oh, the nose is mostly Riwaka, I guess. Gentlemen,
Man, there was one time. Oh, sorry. Here, let's cheers first before I do this interlude.
Cheers, boys.
So this is a nightcap, right?
I don't drink triples
my
much. That's
goodness,
what I was
yes.
saying to you on the chat there, just because I like volume. But on the pod, I'll drink anything. And because we're doing 4 beers tonight, this is perfect because I can drink this whole thing and sit on it and enjoy it and not have to worry about more beers. It's perfect. Because normally I would drink beers this ABV when I'm doing my big stout nights or whatever. I don't really typically drink a lot of triples, but I feel like triple IPAs have been in my face a lot more lately. I feel like I'm hearing a lot more about it. People are talking to me about triples, including this. This is where it started. And like, I know Meso did the Temporalis 50, which was a triple. My friend Fred is saying, oh, my girlfriend only drinks triples or quads now. Like Jesus Christ. Okay. Like, I feel like I'm
and this is coming from a guy who already doesn't doesn't drink anything under 8%.
No, and I asked him, I was like, okay, so basically no chance of lagers, because he said he's thinking about joining his girlfriend. I was like, so no lagers? He's like, absolutely not. Like, no chance of lagers. I'm like, damn, you're missing out, dude. Like, lagers are amazing. I mean, look, this is fun and it's fire. But you kind of got to do it all. I would imagine it would be the funnest way to approach all these different beers. But so when I do get to drink a triple, I'm always like, oh, I get why. If you're having one beer a night, maybe 2 beers, why wouldn't you want this? It's just like a more massive version of the 6.5%.
Yeah,
type shit.
I'm not a big triple drinker. Also,
No,
I prefer, like you, have probably 2 pints of single IPA instead of
then a triple.
yeah.
Yeah, but this works super well, man. It's not like it's like a obviously a punchier version of the 6.5 or of the 8%, but it's not like some boozy, intense thing. It's still got those beautiful like the hot profiles, just in a more higher octane base that works well. This is great. The Riwaka, or the Lily, it's really fun. Like, yeah, it's kind of funny. Why didn't they just fucking call it Riwaka? What's their deal with calling things different names? Are they just being cute with brand names?
Different lots,
Different lots.
different row in the field, different block.
Oof. This is really good, man.
Yeah, this is great.
I fucking get it. I absolutely. Once again, I say this every time I drink a triple. I'm like, oh man, I wish that they didn't get you so fucked up so I could drink more of these. It's so fire, man. This is fantastic. It's got that white grape, that real like punchy like citrus that's pithy, little herbal and grassy. It's not too sweet at all. It's not too boozy. If I drank this blind, I would probably say this was 7% or something like that. Like, I would not pick what it is. One of the things, Guillaume, that came up on the pod, the Top 10 Quebec pod, we were kind of talking about off air, was Maddie from Vox and Hops, who's a vegan, was like, what does the honey do? Because he obviously wants to avoid consuming animal products, right? And the calling card, and you might have said this on the last pod, but I just wanted to maybe reiterate it again, particularly for people who hadn't heard this before or also in the last one. What does the honey contribute to your beers?
I start with the reason why we use honey.
Please.
Because at the beginning, when I just get hired to the Ketch as a brewer, I was a home brewer, so the only beer that they produced was the Vaisseau d'Or, so the blonde ale.
Okay.
And there was honey inside, and there was honey inside because honey is one of the only ingredient in Saint Flavie that we can have all year long. So we wanted to have an ingredient that came from the village. So that was the honey. So, but people, well, at that moment there was no geek at the brewery. So every people thinking that the blonde will be sugary, like sweet. So I just removed the honey when I arrived to make a regular blonde without honey. So to have just a blonde beer, and after that I choose to put that local ingredient in the IPA because I was a huge fan at that moment of the Trillium cutting tiles.
Yeah.
So I just say, hey, I will put that ingredient in all our IPAs to just have that local ingredient in our beer. So that's why. So at the end, it's kind of 5 kilogram of honey for a 10 BBL batch, so it's not that much.
Okay.
Don't dry out the beer. It don't bring like sugar because it's all fermented. But it bring, I think, like a special special taste or smell or just a little hint of something. So it just does some magic for us. So we're still putting it in. It sometimes get some floral note,
Yeah, I
uh,
think so.
Yeah.
mm, but it don't taste honey. And is if the beer is sweet, it's not because of the honey.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can. We have other beer without honey for Matt. I can ship some for him, so he can taste the catch for the first time.
I think he needs to because, like we were telling you, Nate and I were evangelizing what you were doing to that, and I think I understand from a vegan's perspective that they don't want that, but then
Oh,
also
totally understand.
yeah, like but then you just explain that's the terroir of the local region, and that's really what that you guys were contributing to be like, hey, this is a real locally made beer, and that's the beauty in my personal experience. Like the most wonderful thing about Quebec is that's what I learned about that the importance of local stuff and
Yeah.
the value ascribed to local things. Like you go to any gas station and there's fucking cheese curds at the counter, cheese curds in a bag at the counter of a gas station in Quebec. I think that's like the funniest thing and the coolest thing ever. Everywhere you went, there's really like a big focus on farm to table local stuff, and the pride. Oh, my camera is frozen. Thank you, Nate. The pride that's associated with that. I think it's dope. So it's cool that that's why that you do it, and that's why you've continued to do it. But you do have other beers. Do you ever do any IPAs without the honey?
Yeah, the only one is the Yankee, the American IPA.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the. I think it's the only one. Yeah.
Okay.
I could be I could be wrong. I think Matt has had some of your IPAs before.
No, he has for
Like
sure.
like I think and I think so because I think he like a lot of vegans and I hope I'm not telling tales out of school here, Matt, or if I hope I'm not misrepresenting, but I know that honey is kind of one of those gray areas for like for some vegans. Like it's one of the things that they're not necessarily hard and fast about, or some of them aren't hard and fast about. So, so I
That's
think it's
correct.
probably not like a hard and fast line for him, but it is like a question that he often brings up.
I think that's an
Yeah, yeah.
accurate thing. Yeah.
I totally understand. I have no problem with that. And we have beer without honey, so I guess you can enjoy some of our beer.
I love it. Are any of the New England IPAs without honey?
No,
No,
not yet.
not yet. Well, and the reason is it just really works. It's just like it's like your thing at this point, right? Like it's kind of like
Yeah.
It's kind of I think it's a winning based recipe. So why do not why remove it and replace it by dextrose or something?
yeah.
No, it's
No.
I'm
No,
okay with
it's
yeah.
absolutely become an element of your signature flavor at this point.
No,
Oh man, this is
yeah.
so good. Fuck, this is so
There's no question.
good. Man, I love this.
And we just I don't know what's the word in English, but on encourage a local store, so a local business who sell honey and make honey in the same village than us. So just buying from them is it's important to us to have a local ingredient that we can have in most of our beer. So there's
That is
nothing else. There's nothing else. Fruits, probably we can have some small fruits, but small berries, but not enough for all the year or all the beers. So there's no grain in Saint Vie. There's no yeast. Not like there's yeast, but there's no manufactured yeast. But you know, honey is an easy choice for us.
well, especially in like in such a small town, like as you've got there, to be able to have a local ingredient that you can put in most of your beers. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, and it fit in a beer recipe, so we're lucky.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that you use honey in your collabs too. Like if you're gonna go out to anywhere else, You always
Yes.
Yeah, that's not my. I never ask for this. Always the other brewery asking.
okay. And how do you feel about that? Do you think that's pretty cool that they're like noticing that
Yes,
that's your shit, and they're like, if I'm gonna
yes.
work with,
For most of them, they're using local honey on their side, so it's super cool. They want to try it. They don't have a lot of honey beer probably. They probably made it once in a while, but
hmm
yes, it's a good moment when the catch go to another brewery to bring back the honey in their recipe.
mm. And speaking of that, like we were sort of saying earlier, I think that's one of the coolest things that you've done is that, like we were saying, Nate and I, well, Nate had been there before because he's in the area, but I didn't know because but I saw you do the collab with Badlands. And of any other brewery that I could think, because look, man, like I'm from Australia. I moved to Toronto for 2 years. I lived in Montreal for 10 years, and now I'm in Hamilton for 3.5 years, right? So I've been here 15 years and a bit and a bit. And I always like was when I moved to Montreal, I was always like, what I was doing music, I was doing hip hop, and I was like, why are the Montreal rappers and the Toronto rappers not working together? Like, why are they not like helping each other tour and doing this stuff? And then when I got into the beer world, I'm like, why are the Quebec breweries not working with the Ontario breweries and stuff like that? Because I'm looking at it from an outside perspective, and I'm just, this is crazy. And I feel like one, like obviously there's been a lot of cross border collabs, but my personal opinion would be that what you were doing had kind of, I think it's like set it off to a different degree because my theory is because you were so far away, you were willing to travel to go and work with all these people. You're taking the brand of Le Ketch from Saint Flavie and you're going to as far as Counterpart in Niagara Falls and Milton and Third Moon and Caledon with Badlands and
Kingston with Fine
Kingston with Fine
Balance.
Balance. Thank you. Exactly. And Montreal with Meso and Brewski and everybody there. And you're just like spreading the gospel of the brand everywhere in a way that nobody had really bothered to do before. Do you think that's a fair take? Because that would be my / our perspective on what you have done across the scenes. Do you see it that way, or is it a little, is it different for you?
Uh, I don't think I'm not the first brewer traveling a lot for doing collabs, but yeah, for me it was at the beginning with Troy. It was a way to learn more about brewing because I was a fan of uh, the beer from Badlands. So after that, it become
Was that your first
just
collab? The main collab was Badlands.
that's not was not my first collab. I think it's my third or fourth collab. I collab with Ralbach, with the Loctine in Musky, with a couple of other places in Bécomo, Saint Pancras, and after that, I think I don't remember in order, but it was not my first collab, but in Ontario for sure.
Early. Okay,
And
gotcha.
but at that moment it was so important for me because it was it was one of my favorite brewery at that moment. So it was like, oh shit, I'm going to brew with one of my favorite brewery. I was still a Doc 6 at that moment. It was the beginning.
Early dog.
So
I'm
Wow.
yeah,
39, bro. 140,
yeah.
141 is in the fridge
So
right now.
yeah, and traveling makes me learn some new stuff, new tricks. Uh, like I said often, um, when you do a collab, it's important to learn just one thing, one tips, just one things, and you're winning. So yeah, just learn something,
Yeah.
Mm.
like a trick for the brewing, a trick in the life, just a new supplier for that product, a new product. So just learn one thing is the most important thing for a collab, and also making new friends and having fun. So when brewer going to collab, I'm pretty sure you already know it, but we're not working so hard.
Not working so hard. Not really at all. But at the same token, though, I still think there's like, yeah, you're right, because it's pretty chill. But the fact that you are willing to reach out to these people and travel for it, it's like, I don't know. I feel like, how, like, I feel like one of the best examples of that, you are the best Quebec and Ontario example, I think. I think Meso took it to an extreme example by going south of, to the States and things like that, probably before most people really went bonkers with doing that. But you were doing that earlier on. And I feel like when I post Le Ketch beers, I feel like people comment and they'll say, oh, fuck, man, I'd love to have this. Or, man, where'd you get this? Or there's, because you're in such a difficult to reach, even if, like, so Nate's in Ottawa, he lives across the border from Gatineau, so he can go across there. And, like, Nate, what's the distro situation with Le Ketch near you? It's not massive, right?
It depends on the time of year. That like during the heavy distro period, like some of the beers will end up being at Rapido or Bruja, but it's not all year round.
Right. So it's like, I feel like I would say that qualitatively, without like any actual metrics, but I feel like that when I would post Le Ketch, I would get some comments, whether it's Untapped, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, and people are like, oh shit, man, I wish I want that, or how did you get that, or what's going on with that. Like, there's like a desire for your beers. I would imagine that you have created the desire for your beers through your incredible volume of collaborations with all of the best of the best, and the best of the best don't do collabs with just anybody. So obviously your shit has to be fire for them to have done that. And you started doing collabs arguably earlier on in your work, in your, like you said, the early doc days. We're at 139, 140, whatever. You were doing this shit 23, 22, 2022. Is that correct? You probably started doing the Badlands collabs and all that in 2022? Because I think it came out in January 2023, from what I could tell.
I don't remember. For real, we opened the factory in 2021 at the fall. So I guess it's 2022, yeah. Is it that we start canning?
Okay. So then from there, and then that's what I said earlier, is that Troy was like, I don't really know much about them, but they sent some beers and they were all fantastic. So yeah, I was like, yeah, let's do a collab. And then that's how you got in the door, according to what I remember talking to Troy about. And I just think, I don't know, man. I just think it's super cool because you took the initiative to reach out, and it was something that I noticed it because I'm passionate about it, and nobody did it in music or in beer beforehand. Like, when I say nobody, I mean very few people. And I'm just like, all right, well, you've gone and taken this shit to a whole other level, because you're not just collaborating with anybody. You are collaborating with the best of the best in the world that you operate in, which is the world that Nate and I are very much into, which is, the haze forward world that has other things around it that are phenomenal that we're all into, like, Killer Krispies and Sours and Stouts and Roos, because we fuck with Roos, but all those other things. I don't know. I just think it's like, it's super cool and it's super admirable, and I really feel like it speaks to what you've achieved as a brand, like, and it shouldn't be undervalued, because you put the time and the money and the energy up to go places to do it, and not everybody did that. And I think qualitatively that you inspired a lot of people to do that. You might not feel that way, but I kind of feel like you did it first. I don't know how you
I don't
feel.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm kind of guessing, but that's just how I feel from what I've seen.
I don't know if I'm inspiring people. I don't think so. I'm not the first. But you mentioned something important. Yeah, but I think going in person for the collab, it's something important for me for the first one. So after that, we have like 10 collab with Brewski and 10 collab with Nano Cinco, but I didn't go to each collab. So, but I went for in some of the other collab for sure, but it's important for the first one. So some of my collab where I was not there in person, I can count in on one hand. It's kind of three place. So, but it's not the it's not the end. I will go there for the next one. So it was just a timing timing question. So yeah. So all my
Right.
friends never went there,
The
but
Nosami Quebecois one, which was sick.
yeah,
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 that was a dope series.
So
yes,
cool.
it was fucking nice. So it was only a timing question. So that's why I didn't go to there, but I want to go there. So I'm going to Ontario next month. So I will probably make a quick stop to all my friends. We're going to make a big collab at Niagara Falls. And I'll stop to Badlands. I'll stop also to Turnmoon on the way just to say hi and maybe plan a collab that I will not be there for the brew day, but just plan it together. So yes, I think it's important to just not remote collab. But it's my opinion. So if the collab with a brewery in Europe, probably when I go there, I will talk with them and make the beer. But if I want to brew that collab on my way back at my brewery, probably they won't be there, but it's okay because we met. So after that, we just talk together. We know each other, and we can work on a good beer.
I like that, bro. I think that makes a lot of sense, but I still like that you take the time to go to the places. We should talk off air. I want to find out when the dates are, because maybe I could say I have to go to Australia in February, but if you're going to be here in February, maybe it'd be cool if you're around, just to, like, Hamilton's not far from a bunch of the places. I'm not too far from all them. It'd be cool to meet in person finally. But I love it, man. I just think, I don't know. I really admire it, and I think it's like you encapsulate what I think is really important in craft beer. Whether it's, and I like the way you just said that you do the first one is important to do in person, and then after that you could sort of deal with it virtually, and it's not a big deal. But there's got to be a bit more of a personal connection. That's what kind of COVID broke, I guess, during people, because it separated everybody. And then when everything came back to, you had to do it virtually, which was fine.
Yeah, at that moment,
it was a blessing and a curse, because for in one way, it did open up like a lot of breweries talking to each other, and kind of like got people really interested in a lot of collabs. It did generate a lot of hype and a lot of interest. So it had some positives, but it did also sort of, in a way, cheapen the idea of collabs. It got a bit, it felt like it got a bit lazy in some ways.
Yeah. But you could take it, I agree with all of that. And then if you did it right, you'd be like, you could do it the lazy way. And then when things kind of got more chill, then you could move into the other
Yes.
Because it's kind of a part of the, like, you and I know we did the 40 collabs for the anniversary. I wasn't able to be there for the Le Ketch collab, but you were there, Nate. And it was honestly one of the funniest shit. You guys are the funniest. So we did the same thing that you did with this beer, where you divided the 6.5% IPA in 2 batches, and we chose the hops. And we didn't have, why did we have Peacherine in any of these? I don't remember. Was it just
because it wasn't available?
Wasn't available?
It was at the end of just before the new crop. So the new ops arrive in June, but it was in April or something.
It was April, May, yeah.
So at that moment, all the Peacherine was used before, so
it was gone. Okay, but
we're waiting for the new crop,
which is a new one. So maybe we should do something this year with Peacherine, because that would be bonkers. But the funniest shit, that's when I made.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, you know
what you're gonna say.
So you had 2 fermenters, one with Nate's collab and one with my collab, and because my stupid face, someone drew a dick on the picture of me. I love that so much. The dick in the mouth photo, like someone had to draw the dick in the mouth. I fucking love that so much. It made me so happy. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, man. There's some normal human beings living at that place, because if there's a man with his mouth open, there's going to be a dick drawn in it. It's so good. It was so good. And these beers were just impeccable, man. They were so cool. And I would say, Nate, is it fair to say at our anniversary event that the two Le Ketch collabs were some of the most popular on the
Oh my
Oh,
god, yeah.
Dude.
Those went off. Like people were fucking stoked for that.
I think people were stoked across the board for Quebec stuff. And
Yeah.
because you were so gracious to let us do the split batch and do the two beers, it was, I think people were just like, what the fuck? They've got two Le Ketch beers. They got, like there's a real passion for what happens across the border here in Ontario, I think. And
It worked out. It worked out really great too. Because we had like the two main tables for it too, and we got
We
to
could
have
split 'em
one
up.
at each. Which was lovely. It was one of those things that motivated people to make sure they got to both they got to both tables. We should mention too that those pictures on the two on the two fermenters, one of them had Craig do it doing his selfie with the dick drawn on his mouth, and then the picture on mine was a picture that Guillaume pulled from Facebook from my wedding from 10 years earlier. Got
it's even
this.
Funnier.
Oh my
It was
god!
the young Nate.
My god!
Young
I
Nate.
forgot. I forgot when I looked that young. Jesus Christ!
What I really want to know was, why was there no dick in and or around Nate's mouth? Because I feel like even if his mouth was closed, there could have been a dick nearby. You know what I mean? Ready to go. So the next
maybe.
one.
Yeah, maybe eat the dick before.
Jesus Christ!
The dick disappeared.
I was in the middle of eating the dick, and Nate had already ate the dick. So if we do,
Yeah,
let's
Nate,
do
Nate, is this because the dick get in you?
the dick got all the way in you.
Oh my god!
I mean, maybe that's maybe we do a 2026 collab with dick it in you.
Oh Jesus!
I don't know. Maybe Quebec ain't ready for that. It was just so good, man. It was so good. It was so funny. My stomach's hurting. It was awesome, and the beers was so fucking good.
Oh my god! They were so good.
We kept trying to find like what's your fave? I personally, I don't think I really came to a solid conclusion, because I know we had the did we have like a hop keef that was the same in both, and then we had two other different hops? It was the
Yes,
Nelson
In the triple
in
or the collab.
No,
Yeah.
on the anniversary collab.
I don't remember. I think you got the same upkeep. It was Maui
Yeah,
Nelson.
it was Maui Nelson Hopkeef.
Yeah,
Oh, that was the one. Here, I went closer.
yeah. Because it was 5 BBL fermenter, I just split the bottle in two.
Yeah, which is perfect. I want to see if this one says it on the thing, because I can't.
Yeah,
I can't really remember.
it's on it.
Hang on, which one's this one? Is this me or Nate?
That
Nate's
should be
pick.
me, I think.
I got Nate's pick as the purple. You had Citra Superdelic and Maui Nelson Hopkeef, and I think I had NZ Cascade and something else,
Yeah, and Maui Nelson upkeep.
and the Maui Nelson. So it was just like a really fun, cool, and obviously it's really dope that you've been doing like the what do you call it, like split batches with so many
I love to
collabs.
do that.
I think it's such a cool way to do it, like to be able to like maximize the volume of the beers, and then be able to like split the batches a bit more and do a bit more with what you're doing. So like you did with these Doc 137 and 138 with the excuse me, this one's the Citra, Eggers, Lily, and Nelson, and 138 was
Southern Cross and Montreal.
Okay, I love it, and it's like it's really cool. And like you said, when you mentioned that a beer like this and there's a triple IPA, you're able to sort of sell it off quicker because there's two different SKUs now. So instead of maybe if you did it all as one, people would take one case. They might take 2 cases of everything because it's split.
Yeah,
It's
it's a way to sold out faster.
yeah, it's smart. And like, you do the Capitan series because that's what we didn't know, because we were like, oh, let's do the Capitan series. And then you were like, no, that's just for brewers. I'm like, I like that you've got that rule, that if people have seen it's like Capitan Bebo or Capitan Troy or Drew or anybody else, they're always someone who's a brewer owner, a brewery owner or a brewer. Is that correct?
It's a word, but usually we let decide the brewery. So we always push forward the name of a brewer or the owner. But sometimes when we get to all the people, like Nano, we get all the 3 owners. So now we're doing like Captain Limoilou or Captain Quebec City, So it's just a word that meant something for the brewery, or like we're doing the brewery the brewski collab with the Biscoff stuff. So I choose for them Captain Biscoff, write differently, just because we don't name Biscoff on it. So it's kind of Biskaufe, just to have the name Biscoff on it, but to understand that it's Biscoff cookie. So yeah, but usually it's an exception. But usually it's brewer name or a word that fits with the brewery.
Gotcha. I like that. It makes
So
sense.
can you tell? Can you tell me? Can you tell me
Captain
where
Series reserved for the brewery? For collab with the brewery.
Yeah. So can you tell me where Captain Cardinal came from with Ala de Rive?
What did you say, Captain Cardinal?
Was it Captain Cardinal with Ala de Rive? Am I remembering that right?
Yes, it's GF. Yeah. GF,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Cardinal is the last name of one of the.
Oh, okay. That's just the last name. All right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool because we didn't know that at first, and we're like, all right, cool. But like, it was sick the way that you got like the 10th anniversary on the front of our one. It's like Cee's pick and Nate's pick. I'm like, sick. I like that. It was just like a real cool way. The beers look similar, like it's the same can, but just one's purple, one's red, and it was just like it was like a real hit because it was Nate, correct me if I'm wrong, it was the only one that was like a double batch that had like 2 different versions of the same baseline batch and then do different hops, right? There was nothing else similar that I can recall.
Not that I can recall.
Yeah. And it was super fun, and it was it's a massive bucket list for us, man, because
absolutely.
as we've kind of said this whole time and off air, like how much we like just the way that you do haze is extraordinarily appealing to the 2 of us, and it's the kind of perfect way we would like to see haze more. So it was really it was an honor to be able to do that, and to see how people responded in real life. Like, it's a little overwhelming, the festival, because it was a lot, but like it was cool to see just people just so excited about Quebec beer, because we had the Sir John guys were there, and who else was there from Simon from L'Espace Public. Oh, the Noctem guys were there, like like JM and Yan and all them. So it was cool, and they kept saying to, like, bro, the people are coming up to us, they're losing their fucking minds, like, oh my god, I love you guys so much, because the Ontario people love the Quebec breweries and vice versa. Sure, I feel like there's like such a beautiful symbiosis, and I feel like, if I'm honest, that's where I feel like Le Ketch comes in and really, whether pioneer, maybe that's not the right word, but like in the newer era, I feel like you've influenced a lot of brewers to think about it more and to actually make it happen some more, and that's what you've done with in the world of that we're talking about, which is the hype haze, like the top tier New England IPA world. And you've done that, man. I don't know. We are grateful to you for that, because I think that you've inspired so many other breweries to continue to do that, which has allowed for more learning to be spread, more knowledge to be spread between brewers, and then for us as drinkers to be able to just have better results across the board. And you guys sharing knowledge, like you and Troy, or you and Bebo, or you and Greg and John out there in Counterpart, or you and Andrew and Mitch at Fine Balance, and sharing all of this knowledge it's not taken away from the Ketch. Like, you're helping each other. They're helping you. You'd leave hopefully with some new techniques, and then you bring that back to the brewery, and you can make your stuff even better again. And I just think that's like the point of it all. And you guys have really been like the formative, like, people like jumping off and making it happen. And I know, I think it's like one of the most important things. I know it's sort of hopping on here a little bit, but I don't want it to be misunderstood how important it is that what you guys are doing. I don't. Do you see it that way, or do you think we're maybe a little overexcited about? Oh, I don't want to put you on this. I think it's the coolest shit ever.
I think it's not intention. It was not my intention. It happened like this, but it's in a good way. So
yeah,
I'm really happy if it happened. Like, people are inspired with this, but was not my intention. But I'm just doing what I have to do, and if it can inspire someone, it's all right. But I think other brewery are doing their stuff great, also in the good way. So yeah. Thanks for the word, though. Yeah.
Hey man, I got you. Have you done stuff with like I say, so other collaborations? Just since we're talking about it, have you done much with American breweries at all?
No, not at all.
None at all. Okay. Is there
I get in touch with some breweries. Nothing plans concrete right now.
Okay.
I got a message on Instagram from Up Butcher for the World.
Oh,
and
hell yeah! They
lyrics,
rock, man.
but nothing is really planned.
Okay.
For now.
For now, okay. We'll talk off air. I don't want to say it. One of my friends is a brewer for one of the big brewers in New York State, in Rochester. I've connected it. No,
okay.
Mortalis.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want, he would love to connect. I've connected him with Troy, with Derek Brewski, with Third Moon, like and done. I mean, that's how we got our collab with them as well. So my boy's the brewer from there, and they're just insane, and they would love. I don't even know if he knows what's up, but he's come to Montreal to see us before he worked at Mortalis. He came in 2019 before COVID.
Okay.
Champion, such a great dude. And he's the beers are disgusting. You've had Mortalis, I imagine.
I know them. I don't have a lot of their beer.
Okay, well,
maybe once or twice. Maybe a double IPA or something, or
that sounds right.
Kind of a smoothie or something. Yeah.
Exactly right. They're smoothies, double IPAs, and big stouts. But they're crazy. I'd like if that's interesting, I'd love to connect you with him. He's
for sure. Yeah.
I feel like that's exciting. I feel like he would lose his shit over what you're doing, and I feel like you would really love more what they're doing. And they're I feel like they just keep getting better. They're really exceptional, and they love the Canadian breweries as well, which is super exciting. I love it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Hell yeah! All right, we'll make that happen. But man, it's really cool. Like, I like seeing. I just don't know. I just like seeing it all, everybody work together and just sort of like showcasing what we do out here and really putting it on this sort of international stage with you guys going out to Europe, or you doing a lot of festivals. Do you do festivals in the States as well, or is it mostly Europe?
Yes, just one. Last year we went to Wavy Days in Portland, and we're
this year Moss Landing, right?
Yes, we're going back this year.
I saw that like today.
I saw that just today.
This is an amazing festival for real. This is kind of same way than Europe. You pay your tickets and all you can drink for 4 hours.
Yeah,
it's so nice. It's a nice place, even if there's rain, even if it's rainy or windy. You got a big roof, so it's kind of outdoor but with a big roof. And it's amazing. The Mass Landing guys are amazing. It's a nice festival.
Hell yeah. Portland is incredible. I know Nate went there before me, and Nate put me onto a bunch of places. Like High Roller Lobster is.
Oh my
yes,
god!
that's a good place.
Oh my
Still
god!
had dreams about that place.
And I stumbled. I don't know if you were. I think it was called Mash Tun, like a beer bar.
We went there. It's a small place underground. It's
super
so
small
nice.
underground,
Yeah.
super sick. Everything, and you can do that like little trail. So you got Oxbow, Bellflower, Good Fire, Lone Pine.
Yeah.
That whole like run. Oh my gosh,
There's so much brewery in Portland.
It's out of control, and then like Bissell and fucking dude, it's
Austin Street.
And that like in that Oxbow corner, that Oxbow corner has an amazing like chip spot as well. Like just off the corner of it, it's so fucking good.
Oh, I love that.
You made potato chips?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, like sort of like a permanent chip truck kind of thing.
Oh man, I should have got into that. Our hotel was connected to the Shipyard Brewery, and I didn't even go because we didn't have much time. We had like 2 days. I didn't really get time to check it out. And I'm like, fuck, we should have gone to that. There's so much stuff, man. Like it's such, Maine is so fire. And then like, not to mention Freeport for the goats, the Maine Beer Co. with the Westies. And now they got the goddamn whale skeleton hanging off the fucking ceiling and shit. Like Maine is so fire. I was really happy to see that, man. I thought it was super cool that you guys are doing that again. And just repping for Canadian craft beer, for Quebec craft beer down there, and letting people know. And when they try it, I just feel like, look, Maine is not a scene that's lacking in fire. So when a brewery like Le Ketch is invited, they know. They're like, hey, we need you guys here, like, you know, to complement everything else. I think that's just like such a cool cosign. And second year in a row. And I imagine that the drinkers are just like kind of blown away and being like, what the fuck is this? Because everything else that they drink all the time is fire. And then they get to try this other stuff that's from just north there is incredible. So, yeah, man.
Hey, guys.
It's exciting.
I have to tell you, I'm running out battery for my headphone.
For your headphones. Okay. Well, we could wrap it up right now.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was willing to continue, but I think I will lose battery. I will run out. Yeah.
No problem at all, dude. Look, man, this has been awesome. I feel like we really kind of got to the where we need to get to anyway.
Yeah, we got the meat of it.
Exactly. Guillaume, this has been awesome, man. Thank you so much for hanging out. We really appreciate you. Where can everybody find Le Ketch online and in real life?
Can you repeat?
Where can everybody find Le Ketch online? Like, what's the Instagram?
Okay. So Instagram, I think it's Microbrasserie Le Ketch. You can go to leketch.com. On Facebook, we're also there. And if you want to buy some beer from Le Ketch, you have to go on some stores in Montreal, Gatineau, Quebec City, like the big bottle stores. So yeah.
And if people want to see Le Ketch beers, they could ask for them, and then.
Yes. If they don't have Le Ketch at your local store, just ask for Le Ketch, and they can buy it on PivoWeb and receive Le Ketch easily.
Perfect. That's what we want to see. Brother, I love it, man. Thank you so much, man. This has been great.
Thanks for chatting with us, man. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, always a pleasure, guy.
Dude, you're a champion. We appreciate you immensely. It's been once again, having so much Le Ketch in 2025 has been amazing. I'm trying to do triple that in 2026. I'm trying to get every release. Fuck that. Let's go.
I will find someone for you to bring you some Le Ketch.
I love it. We can figure it out. We'll make it work.
Love that.
Guillaume, stick on the line. We'll finish up off air. But dude, thank you so much for your time, man, and thank you so much for everything you do for craft beer. We appreciate you immensely. Everybody, thank you so much for watching and listening. If you enjoyed the episode, smash the thumbs up, hit subscribe below, hit that notification bell so you know when the new drops. Nathaniel.
Ding.
So you know, oh fuck. I'm out of practice.
Yeah, you're not used to having a co-host.
I fucked myself up. Follow us everywhere at BAOS Podcast, at Nathan Does Beer. Check out the long form audio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. when you go in there, give us 5 stars, not for Nathan tonight, but for Guillaume, for Le Ketch, for Quebec craft beer, for Canadian craft beer, guys. And we will see you in the next one. Peace out.
Cheers.
Peace.